Hello, everyone. It's Mina. We're here again with some more Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. When we last left off, we played for like 4 hecking hours. That was a while. But it's been a lot of fun so far. We discovered maybe the real murderer, and that he might have died, and that the dude-a-rooney over here might have died by other causes than acute gunshot poisoning. I'm here today with my buddies, Argo.
Yo.
And RJ.
Hi.
And Tippy, who will be back in a moment. She is just...
I'm here.
Yeah, she's here now. Good. We just thought we'd switch over since it hit 7 p.m. But yes,
Now
Tippy's
you
here as
good.
well to take off the burden of being the only whammon in this chat.
Whammon.
So yeah, we're just gonna get started. Loading the latest save, and we are going to be cross-examining the English lady. So let's go.
I don't know why I'm laughing now.
About the events leading up to the death of victim Dr. Wilson.
So now he is gonna testify.
In proper Japanese.
Oh wait, Sony isn't here right now.
Oh yeah, Sonny's not here.
Okay, so you're judge, and Argo is.
Yes?
It's
I'm Ouchie.
Ouchie.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll do a Soga. You know what? I'll just take.
It's fine.
It's fine.
You cannot do it. You cannot do it. That relationship is too freaking much.
I'll just do it. Okay, it's fine.
I mean, I could do it. I don't mind.
Sure. Okay, you'll do a Soga then.
Yeah. So we're finally going to hear her own words on the matter. Things are getting interesting, Ryunosuke.
Like, this.
I
this
gotta take a sip of water.
All right, it's chill. It's chill.
I just don't want. I just
Get
don't
that
want
wawa.
Naruhodo to do, you know, like the self fantasy with Asogi.
You giving me way too much power.
Yep.
Okay. The victim's death.
Unfortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burnt his wrist like that. When the waiter brought my steak, the professor and I raised our glasses in a toast. As far as I've heard, the post-mortem report showed no other possible cause of death besides the gunshot. If there's some other way a man's life can been taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. But of course, this country's inferior investigative techniques probably wouldn't pick up on it anyway.
Isn't she making a Freudian slip? She's like, oh, I used a super rare murder weapon. Wouldn't be able to find it. God damn it, girlie.
I've decided just to not go for a British accent, but if it sounds British, I'm not intentionally doing that.
That most captivating and beautiful testimony will go down in the Supreme Court's history. Thank you.
Easy does it.
I hope that is the last time I will have to sully my lips with the coarse tones of your unbecoming tongue. Oh, forgive me. I do hope I haven't insulted anyone.
I mean, she wouldn't be speaking British anyway, she's technically speaking Japanese, so why would she be? I mean...
True.
Not at all, not at all. It was a delight merely to hear you speak, dear lady.
Ugh, you simp.
And it seems very clear from your testimony that this boorish talk of the victim's burn is utterly irrelevant.
I will be speaking to your country's Minister of Justice about what has happened here today.
The Minister of Justice?
May that irritating little bully of a student be given the harshest punishment possible.
Though if we get you first bit.
Amen.
Huh?
Amen.
Thanks?
Bless!
Was that a prayer then?
Well, you'll have to forgive the irritation, Miss Brett, and put up a cross-examination now. I expect you've noticed that this little bully of a student, as you put it, doesn't miss much.
He kind of missed a lot.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, Counsel, that this will be your final cross-examination in this trial. If you fail to demonstrate any problems with this witness's testimony, I will be ruling on the case immediately. Is that clear?
Oh yeah, I almost
Naruhodo.
forgot. I have something special for you guys.
Oh no, 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 no,
Yes,
no.
yes.
Oh my god. Putting it on stream or what?
Yes.
Oh no.
Give me a second. I'm just gonna
Oh,
download it. You look.
I'm sorry for that. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay, it's a video. Okay.
Yeah, it's not that easy as you would think.
Yeah. Okay, so this is made by our lovely friend over here. Wait, can I add? Like, can I add a video? I wonder. It's like media.
you can add it on
Yeah,
the top.
media
Yeah,
source,
media
yeah.
source.
Yeah, media source.
Do a new one.
Oh my god.
So remember when, if you guys remember this joke from last episode, this one's for you. Wait, where did it go? Where did
Oh
he
my
go?
Oh, for God's sake.
There
I
he is.
just...
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
glimpse.
It only plays once for some reason.
You need to
Or
loop it.
you are devil.
Oh, okay, yeah, let me. Properties, loop. There he is. How do you like that?
Oh my god.
If you remember this from last stream, if you know, you know. Anyways. Anyways. Okay. You did that.
I know.
You walked into that one, Argo.
Yep.
Smack.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Then you may proceed with the cross-examination.
Alright. Okay. And you don't have to read it. I just say when he has no idea. Proof. Okay. Do I call out her grammar?
No.
Okay, I think
you.
it's gonna be like 4 or 5. Yeah, you know what?
I hate that smug face.
Without leaving a trace.
If someone is shot, or strangled, or stabbed, or thrown from a height, however a person's life is taken, there are always telltale traces on the body.
She conveniently leaves out poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
I tried, dear lady. And as our police force has thoroughly examined the body of the deceased, there can be no doubt. Is that right, Inspector Hosonaga?
As I've said, I always aim. Wait, who was Hosonaga?
It was
That
Johnny.
was Johnny. So you,
Yeah,
so
it
you
was
can
Johnny.
take him, Argo.
I
it's
can,
fine.
yeah, because Ajay already took. As I've said, I always aim for a flawless investigation.
There would be no physical traces with all these causes of death. That's true. But maybe there's some other way of killing someone that doesn't leave a mark.
If, heaven forbid, you doubt me, young man, you're going to have to tell everyone how exactly you think the professor did lose his life. Otherwise, I'm afraid your argument falls rather flat, doesn't it?
No, perish the thought calling such a sweet young lady innocence into question. On my honor, I, Taketsuchi Auchi, will cut down any who dare cast such aspirations.
Hello there, Koga.
Oh, hi, Koga.
Hello.
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 Hello. Good to have you. Koga here. Whoop, whoop. More voices, more people. That's good.
Yeah.
A way of killing someone that leaves no trace.
We need some evidence to back us up here.
Yes, evidence. Evidence.
Evidence. I think Hosonaga
Like, this
would
is
take
such-
offense to that.
This is such. This is such a Freudian slip, though. Like, he's literally over here, like, I used the rare foreign poison. Like, come
You
on.
don't know what it is.
Yeah, I know it. Inferior. What do you mean by that?
In the lands of the Great British Empire, the police store everything found at a crime scene for later examination. But in this country, you investigate once, and that's the end of it. Isn't that so?
Called out.
Quite right. La Carnival is open for business as usual today, just days after the incident.
Exactly. Which means that even if the investigation takes a different direction, vital evidence may be lost. Are you all right there, sir?
Yeah, this is...
It doesn't even occur to your naive detectives to try to preserve the crime scene.
That bit.
I'm trying to be as tactful about this as I can, you understand.
A killer blow. The lady is formidable as she is beautiful.
Shut up, Ouchie.
Amazing! He's actually admitting on our police may be flawed. Perhaps Prosecutor Ouchie is finally starting to see sense.
I very much doubt that.
Oh my god, hi Momo! Sorry. Hi Momo, I love you. It's good to have you. Please come hang out for some good moments. Still, there's something about what Miss Brett just said. There was a moment before when something didn't seem quite right.
It might be me dying.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ryonosuke?
I think it's going terribly. No matter how much I press her, I'm not turning up any new information.
Yes, as I suspected, she's a tough witness. We need to find a way to break her testimony, or the cross-examination will be over.
We must
What?
break her.
But that would mean I have to find a way. I don't want to die. There must be some clue somewhere to help us find a chink in her armor. Kazuma,
What for you, Inosuke?
there is one thing I noticed. Something that's been bothering me.
Bothering you? You mean... about Miss Brett?
Actually, no. About the person standing next to her. Inspector Hosonaga.
The detective?
Yes, he seems to react a little strangely to Miss Brett's last statement. Time to
Lovely.
chop the fuck out of this bit.
Shut the ah!
Shut up! Yeah. I was wondering,
mate!
yeah, no, that is literally what. If you haven't played the Japanese version, you will know. I was wondering if it might be significant. If it might send an opening, maybe.
Alright, I have an idea. Try pressing her on the last statement one more time.
If you think so, but...
But this time, instead of targeting the woman herself, let's see what we can get out of the detective.
Alright then. I wonder what Kazuma's thinking. He's thinking of utilize the more than one person on the stand technique. I'll find out soon enough, I suppose, once I press Miss Brett on her last statement again.
Only Layton was allowed to do that.
Hang on!
Yeah, just a height!
Hi!
Inferior? What do you mean by that?
You suck.
No, we have the... Yeah, see, here it is. So what do I do?
Quick.
Press A one more time.
Yes! There it is again! Oh, okay. The detective's reaction is just the same as before. Why? He's dying just the same.
I'm
Up until
fine.
now, the detective has been in the stand with Miss Brett as her interpreter. But
Fine.
things are very different now. For this testimony, the detective is just listening to what the English woman has to say. This could be a golden opportunity.
What do you mean? Ah!
When people are actually testifying, they're usually very careful not to let anything slip. However, when they're listening to someone else speak, you'll find they often let their guard down.
It's fine. It was nice seeing you, Momo. Thank you for coming by.
Bye.
Bye. See you later. You're right. Look at him. He's lost in his own thoughts.
He has a weird bubble over his head.
I love this beat.
He's just staring intensely at his hand.
Time to pursue the man and his train of thought.
I know, right? I love this specific shot of them where they're like, where he was like staring at him with those big old eyes. It's so funny to me. Sorry? Pursue? Are we gonna hear the pursuit? Are we gonna hear the pursuit theme now?
Oh, I love it.
I'll explain it to you how you do it, Ryunosuke. It's all have to do with the witness marker.
What
Oh, frick, I
marker?
just got goosebumps.
This marker!
At the moment, we're focused on Miss Brett, who's the person who's actually making the current statement.
Like we have like Asogi like smashing the camera with the marker. There it is! See, told you!
But by moving the marker left and right, you can turn your attention to other people in the stand. While you're looking at the other witnesses, you'll be able to pursue them.
Face! Nice.
If you catch the person at just the right time, you might uncover some new information to pursue. If you ever notice a strange atmosphere amongst the people on the stand, take a good look around.
Alright then, so first I should move the marker across with AD and focus on the detective. Then pursue him with space and see what's on his mind! Here we go!
Now, did this come out before Professor Layton?
No.
After, okay.
Yep.
Cool. Exactly, which means that even if the investigation takes a different direction, vital evidence may be lost.
Oh my
Why
god, I'm
won't
dying.
Why won't it work? I'm clicking on D right now. What's happening? Oh god. Is it... Can I do... No, not the arrows.
You can also click the... I think you can click the...
Oh, thank god, okay.
Yeah.
Chotto!
What the... What's
Sorry,
the
I
meaning of
was-
this?
Ready for the Japanese voices.
Damn. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to shock you. Really was lost in his thoughts. Deeply!
Looked like you were thinking something just now, Inspector. Perhaps having heard what the lady next to you had to say?
Gasp. The theme.
Alright. If there's something you'd like to say, please share it with the court.
What's
I
the
haven't
meaning
heard
of this?
that.
The delightful Englishwoman who's testifying at the moment.
The transitions for the character models are also really good.
Yeah, like...
If you can't find a fault with her testimony, then the cross-examination should be over immediately.
There's actually...
How he
came up-
wipes his sweat before standing back up. That's like, okay, that's beautiful. It doesn't just flash the screen. He's in a different position.
Yeah, like, this came out between Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice.
That's what I wrote. I was told that last night.
Mhm.
I just
Came
forget
out
where
in
Professor Layton and Ace
2000
Attorney goes.
Yeah, I think it came out in 2015. And then...
Which, by the way, was a very good game.
17. Eh? What did you say? Sorry.
Yes.
It's a very good game.
Yes.
I'm a big Professor Layton fan.
Oh, is that how it works?
Absolutely not. The detective is in the stand, which makes him a valid witness.
Asogi hit you with the nitpick!
Oh!
Yes! Yes! Not to mention the
Every
fact
time.
that he's intimately involved in the case. Okay.
Inspector Hosonaga,
Yes.
do you have something to add in relation to the statement just made by Miss Brett?
I won't stand being shaded like that.
Well, yes, if you don't mind. I would like to speak.
Get him!
Get him.
Got him!
He was there on the day of the murder.
Why is it that every time that theme starts, I get goosebumps?
The lady is right. Our country's police practices are not as modern as those used in Great Britain. Which is why I, Satoru Hasunaga, always strive to make every investigation I'm involved in flawless.
He probably took something. He has to have something. What do you really mean by that? No, really, what do you mean?
I'm not Professor Means. I tell you what I mean. I don't have evidence lacking on my watch.
You're not tall enough to be Professor Means. Get out of here.
I'm not afraid to take everything I can from the scene of the crime. It's preserving evidence, you see. I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief. I'm not ashamed of what I've done.
Yeah, good bro!
A crime
bro.
scene thief? What?
Nani?
Well, it looks like the lady's remarks touch a nerve there.
Take this, for example.
Oh!
Oh.
Is that?
This is the bottle of carbonated water that I took to the victim table on the day in question.
That's a fancy bottle for carbonated water.
Right?
I guess
Remember
all
the
they had
year,
was...
Mina. Remember
Yeah,
the year.
I guess all they had was glass bottles back then. But like, why does
That's
it have a
true.
fancy label and all that? I don't know.
Remember the year, Mina. Remember the year.
Why would they have fancy
I work
labels?
at Mina, I work at a place that sells fancy carbonated water. And yes, they are as fancy as that still, and I still don't understand why.
Yep.
Oh my
And
god.
yes,
They
it
just
was all
are.
of its space, having been opened 3 days ago now. No bubbles. But it was carbonated water. I don't care what
Stale
anyone
water.
says.
Ugh.
Stale water! No!
Ugh.
Ew! Yes, there's some left in the bottle. I can see it! I have
I actually
eyes!
prefer room temperature water.
Yeah, not me.
One day our police force will be among the best in the world. Time is coming, I guarantee it.
I can't say I condone the witness's actions, but I do understand the sentiment.
Isn't he a
Thank you.
police officer? What?
Yeah.
Therefore, we'll accept a glass bottle of water as evidence.
Yes.
I was saying this last night, but I expect that one time he's just gonna cough up so much that his lung might come out.
Sure.
And he's just gonna be like, don't
Hosonaga.
worry, this is
Oh.
normal.
Rip
Oh, a
fucking
sponge.
Hosonaga. He just like puts it back.
Whisper it.
He puts it back!
Just like.
You confirm this is indeed the bottle from which you drank on the day of the victim's death.
Indeed, this is normal. Yes, it was that bottle.
What was that about?
The bottle of
Seems to
what?
avert her eyes when she answered the judge's question.
Sus.
Says.
You on the sus bus, boys.
Very well. Counsel, you may resume the cross-examination.
Oh, now we're in it, boys.
We in it.
Oh, we in it.
We in
now.
it to win it.
And the inspector will kindly control his
Fervor.
fervor.
English card.
No, it's Japanese.
I'm always surprised at the people when English is their second language because I'm like, English is actually really hard for even English speakers, so.
Yep.
Yay, Yoshi is here. Is this a lung you ordered? I was waiting
Except
for your
for
response
people-
with bated breath.
Except for people with dyslexia that can't even say it right.
You can't even say
Dyslexia.
Yeah, people that have that can't even say it right, and that's how you know you have
You
it.
just gotta get your tongue ready to say stuff. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
Well, let's examine.
Examine the bottle.
Do not
I was in
drink.
the shower this morning and I was just practicing British accents and I was just like, okay, no, it's actually not gonna work.
The label is written in a foreign language that I don't recognize. Do you know what it says, Kazuma?
I think it's French. This must be very expensive water.
Yes, but what does it say? That's what I was asking. Tell me!
It's been
I
confirmed
go
French
to
water
France
is
and
expensive.
ask.
Oh my god, he's such a bitch. You don't just say that you don't know. Just be honest, man. Asogi. I'm just gonna be a little bitch. So, this carbonated water is the last drink Dr. Wilson ever had.
Looks like there's a little left in the bottle, although it's just plain water now.
You know, I've been sweating so much. I'm absolutely parched. I'll just have a sip of this
No!
to keep me going. No!
Oh my god. No, Ryunosuke! You can't do that! For one thing, that's evidence. You can't go drinking evidence.
Yeah, what does the French say? Anyone know French? Oh no, you're right. We don't know what might be inside, do we?
You never cease to amaze me, Ryunosuke. And more days than one.
I wonder, could there be anything in this water?
What's the matter? You've gone all quiet all of a sudden.
I think I might have just worked something out. An interesting possibility. Oh, come on. If there's nothing else.
I will say, it looks like it's San Pellegrino.
It does.
And it's funny because where I work, people come in, like every day I at least get like 5 people who come in and are like, I have to buy my 12-pack of San Pellegrino. And I'm like, bro, you're just being extra.
Just buy it.
They buy their
can't-
coffee syrup and then their carbonated water. And I'm like, bro, just
Ew.
stop being extra.
I just can't handle carbonated water.
Yeah.
Neither
mean,
can I. I like carbonated drinks, but carbonated water is kind of weird.
Yeah, it has this
Dude.
weird taste.
Yeah. I mean, I
I'm
like
fine with-
carbonated flavored water, like, say, like
Yeah.
the ice, like blackberry carbonated
Mhm.
water, because it's flavored. It doesn't taste like water. Well, kind of,
Just-
but
Just straight up, you're
Just-
just like,
yeah, just straight up carbonated water is weird.
Yeah.
Sorry, tangent.
I think it would be the previous statement, this one. Should I present the...
If there's some other way a man's life can... I'm not
You
gonna
could
read
present the
it.
carbonated water on that statement, I think.
Yeah, that would be what I think.
That would make sense.
Should I try?
I mean,
try.
you want
Okay,
to.
good.
I was gonna say confidence save.
No. She's got it. She's got it. What is
Got
this? The bottle of water?
It autosaves like every 5 seconds, don't worry about it.
Hmm.
Actually, there is one method of killing a man without leaving a trace that comes to mind. Obviously, I'm referring to poison.
Oh.
Poison?
Yes.
On the day of his death, we know that Dr. Wilson drank from his bottle of carbonated water. Could it be that there was poison inside? Also, I guess right. Could it be that the professor actually died after taking a sip from his glass?
I like the it's not too loud, but it's just
Yeah.
Order! Order, order!
And on that day, who was sitting at the same table as the professor and able to slip the poison into his drink? There's only one person who could possibly have done it. To say, oh Brett, it was you!
It's outrageous! It's just such a thing without a scrap of evidence! You little rookie imbecile! Have you even considered the delicate situation our country finds itself in now?
Just put
Yes.
a drink against his head, he took a sip and now he's dead. Haha.
Ha 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 ha.
Have you forgotten that we have only just signed an accord of friendship with the British Empire?
And...
Have you even the vaguest inkling that your rash accusation could jeopardize the entire treaty?
Hey Koga, could you take over for me real quick? I have to be right back real quick.
I sure can.
Thank you. Be right back.
Okay.
This is not a political arena. This is a trial to determine one individual's guilt with respect to one crime.
What?
The fact that this woman is British makes no difference. We are here to determine the truth.
If I may.
I will silence you forever for this aggressive attack on the...
Shut up! It is you who should be silent.
Of course. Dear lady!
Where did that come from? She just snapped.
I'm afraid I may have spoken unfairly before. I offer my most humble apologies.
I'm sorry, my lady. To what are you referring?
Described your police force as inferior. But no matter how inferior they may be, you still investigated this particular point thoroughly, I believe. The bottle, I mean, Inspector. And whether it contained poison or not.
So what she's saying is it's not in... I mean, it makes sense that it's not in the water. I would be more suspicious of the glass, but that's just me.
Of course.
You did?
Have you forgotten what my guiding principle is already? I strive for a flawless investigation every time.
I don't believe it.
Naturally, we tested the inside of the bottle and its contents.
And what did you find, Inspector?
We found water. I ordered tests for every toxin that's available in this country at this present time.
Some water.
In
Water in that
this...
one.
You could find no trace of poison of any description in the bottle of carbonated water, Your Excellency.
He's being very specific. Available in Japan.
What? Are you sure?
The tests were meticulously carried out by the chief coroner himself.
No! You did.
Cancel down, cancel down!
Very grateful for all you Japanese. You successfully established my complete innocence in this horrid affair. Thank you.
But of course, dear lady, the pleasure was all ours.
Pain, shut the fuck up.
I was so sure.
This can't be right. Everything falls into place if he was poisoned.
I'm back.
Hello.
Nick. Thank you, Counsel. I
found
think
water.
that cross-examination has clarified everything.
We found water in the bottle or in the victim's body because one of those ain't a shock and the other is also not a shock.
As the prosecution have asserted, a shot to the chest from the gun is the only conceivable cause of death. Furthermore, the accused who be his own admission was holding this weapon is the only possible culprit.
I'm done for.
This court wishes to apologize for the great inconvenience this has caused you, Miss Brett.
Oh no. I'm just glad the matter is resolved.
Before proceeding, I must ask the counsel for the defense. Do you have any further new evidence to present the court at this point?
Yes.
Kazuma?
I'm sorry, Ryunosuke. I have nothing more.
Well, if you'll excuse me now, I really must be leaving.
Bitch.
And you're just like, bitch.
Who said that?
I guess, do you want to take her quota? I've been doing her, but if you...
Yeah, I can. Please wait.
Isn't that... Susie! It's Susie! I love her so much. Baby.
Child.
She is
Forgive
baby.
me for intruding on your court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotaba, Judicial Assistant to the Defense.
Mikotoba. In my darkest hour, with nowhere left to go, she appeared like a bolt of lightning. Aww. And in her hand, she carried a small package, wrapped in a furoshiki cloth. What is this? To be continued. Bam, bam, bam. Sorry. Whenever I see her, I get so happy that she exists.
She's a great kid.
She's my daughter, and I'm so proud of her. 22nd of November, 1:14 p.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Courtroom 2.
Sure.
Caricature.
What a weird word. I've never even heard of it.
I haven't either.
I don't care, I hate that word, okay? Banned. That's why they don't use it in
Ban-
place
I'm banning
roundabout.
this word.
Yeah,
Well, I
place-
understand you are the judicial assistant to the defense, but why is this sudden ingress in my courtroom?
I cannot. Assistant and a woman, no less.
Fuck you! You
And
Not
a
today.
woman, no
No,
less.
I can't do it today, Mina. I'm sorry.
No, not
Fuck
you!
you!
Fuck Ouchie! Like, okay, so when she's a British woman, you're like, oh, she's so great and amazing, and once in... Oh my god.
As soon as
Rule
he's
states-
put up against.
That females
All
are
right.
not permitted into this court of law other than to testify.
Right, I forgot that.
Frick you!
That might... Oops.
Yes, I fully understand. I ask only 5 minutes of time. I have some vital evidence that I must hand over to the defense.
You're too late, little girl. This trial has already been concluded.
I know she's a minor, but don't, like, make fun of her. She's my daughter.
5 minutes.
And
I
that's
will
why her
not-
last name is Minatoba.
Nice dork
Five
on your...
I will not allow a minute more.
Excellency!
I am most grateful.
I guess I can take...
As my sis, in the words of my sister, as she always quotes, down with the patriarchy!
She's not wrong.
Who exactly are you? We're getting kind of crowded over here.
Don't worry about it. I'm sorry, there's no time. Please simply accept this for now.
What is it? A report about something. Written in English.
It's Jezebel Brett's research.
The English woman's?
After the trial resumed earlier, I hurried back to the university. I went to Dr. Wilson's laboratory in the medical facility and borrowed this paper.
She's like,
Borrow.
I got my dad to
Borrow.
learn, and then I did some good old home invasion. Okay.
Oh, yes, that's right. Miss Brett was studying under the professor, wasn't she?
So, this is research, whatever it is. Something to do with the case?
I'm afraid I don't know. I haven't been able to listen to the proceedings of the trial myself.
Oh, no, of course not. She was out doing home invasion.
Yeah, she was home invading.
Special characteristics of
Curare?
Curar?
Yeah.
Curare.
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 It is definitely Curare, because that's how they spell it in Japanese as far as I
Curare.
remember.
And
Its
also-
effects on human
Curare.
subjects. Interesting.
It's a Batman
Curare. What? What's that? Never heard that word before. Nobody can
But
even
yeah,
say
like
it,
this
right?
is But yeah, this is legit real poison. Like this is like
Yeah, it's a real
Indeed.
poison.
not fictional one. Time's up.
It doesn't count as home invasion if it's a foreigner's place in another country. It's not her home. Badum.
The prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom.
Can you stop bringing up her gender, please?
No. These are the
There was
rules.
still little time for me to read it in detail. But I've summarized what I could on a note just inside the cover. If you think it would be valuable, please cast your eye over it.
This is wonderful. Thank you. Sales report has been entered into the court record.
Goodbye, then, and good luck.
Goodbye, my
Okay,
doctor.
if you actually read the the entry, it's almost identical to when you search up curare on Google. That's interesting.
Whoa,
Well, yeah.
interesting.
I know, but I'm just saying that's interesting how close it is.
You have had a... Okay.
You've had long enough, Council. We cannot detain our English guest any longer.
Don't watch me, bitch.
Ask the prosecution the defense now one last time. Does either side have any further evidence to present the court? I presume not, but...
The prosecution has made its case convincingly enough already. Nothing more to add, Your Excellency.
Ryunosuke, we're out of options here. This really is our very last chance.
Yes, I know.
Do you want to marry?
Bark, bark. The
Excellency.
dogs in my court.
Bark, bark in my court. Women aren't allowed, but dogs are. Game. Just remember to moot if you're leaving.
Yeah.
Love you. Okay.
Yeah, I think I should be fine.
Okay.
That look. The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior.
Thank you for being on my side, Audrey. You're the first.
Well, Miss Brett?
First Audrey that actually cares about it.
Yes, Your Excellency.
If you wouldn't mind, perhaps you could grace us with your presence a little longer.
It's a delightful invitation, but I'm afraid it's not so very long until tea time. I'll have to do...
She said I'll have to politely decline.
Oh, okay.
I hope your tea's lukewarm by the time you're out of here. Forgive me, Miss Brett. It seems I wasn't clear. I realize it was phrased as a question. However, I must ask you to treat that as an order.
Oh, he has some staying power.
Putting his foot down.
Yeah,
I've said it many times before, but
with those legs he definitely has.
the Japanese language makes no sense.
My apologies, dear lady. So, Council.
Hi,
Oh,
Johnny.
Johnny's here.
Oh, hello, Johnny.
What is this new evidence that demands the court's attention?
What is the evidence you just got?
The pin, right? Your pin.
Yes, the
Synopsis.
pin.
A poison made from the bark of certain trees in the jungles of South America. The hunters of the region has used it since ancient times to incapacitate their prey. Effects: instant paralysis of the entire body and subsequent death, even in minute doses. Route of entry. The above-mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as that inflicted by a blowpipe dart. Due to its ability to render the human body paralytic, it's believed that the toxin could have application as an anesthetic. However, a solution for the respiratory arrest caused as a result of full body paralysis must be found first, or patients would die of suffocation. Ooh. 3, 2, 1, go!
Hi.
Mr. Sailbread. Oh. That name is so hard to say for me. Just Sailbread. Oh, the English language makes so much sense when it follows the
Sailbread.
rule. Yeah, for instance, minute and minute spelled the exact same way. Yay!
Mina, I revoked your card. You have... You're
What?
Danish. I revoked that card from you.
Oh, leave me alone. Trust me when I tell you that English is worse than Danish. The fact that that's because you haven't studied English on uni level. That's the only reason
Still
you
no.
can say that.
Still no.
Trust me.
Still
Good.
no.
We understand you were studying under Dr. Wilson at Yume University, doing research. Research, by sheer coincidence, perhaps, into a deadly poison.
What?
No. Poison? Where are you going with this, Council? A toxin known as Kirari, Your Excellency. Even the slightest amount of this deadly poison entering this body leads to instant death.
What complete and utter nonsense? Kurare, you say? I've never ever heard of it. Is that a spell?
You wouldn't have done.
No, that's cure, Your Honor.
That's good.
Array. Whatever do you mean?
I mean that you wouldn't have heard of a Kurari before, for one very simple reason.
It's fake.
Doesn't exist in our country.
Made it up on the
That's
spot.
fake. It's fake in Japan.
Johnny, you're back, so you can take over Hosonaga again.
Oh, it doesn't exist.
Correct. Which means, no matter what tests the police can do for toxins, they never identify curare. Why? Because there is no test available here that can identify the presence of this highly deadly poison.
What?
Order. Council, does this deadly poison truly exist?
Somebody's looking at it.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
that was Ryunosuke for a second.
Nope, he's
Corey.
just reading.
Or trying to.
According to this report authored by the visiting research student from England, Kurare has been used by the tribespeople of South America as a poison to lace their arrows. It seems that this is reasonably well known among European doctors and scientists.
To lace their arrows?
The report states that it is produced from the extract of a tree that grows deep in the Amazonian jungle, and it was first brought back to Europe at the time of the century by explorers. It claims that animals shot by arrows laced with curare suffer instant death. Does it about sum it up, Miss Brett?
Trumpery! These aspersions are utterly trumpery! To start with, if the victim had been administered some of this so-called deadly poison,
Oh, I guess I figured out whose ancestor Kazuma is.
would have been squirming and wailing in pain, and the other diners would have surely noticed.
I mean, if you're
Words.
paralyzed, you can't exactly writher in pain, can you?
No.
Screams internally.
Yeah.
Obviously. Obviously. Would have noticed a disturbance like that.
It's actually,
have-
this is something interesting I learned. I don't remember, I saw it like somewhere in social media about drowning. You know how in movies people portray like drowning as people like flailing and yelling and stuff?
Yeah.
But actually, if you're really drowning, you would not be able to move. Or speak. Like, people don't think about the fact that if you can't breathe, how would you be able to speak? Like, breathing is a prerequisite for speaking. So, if someone is actually drowning, they would just kind of be, you know, like silently lying on the water surface. I should see if I can find that, because that's actually really useful information. It's because in movies they always show it as someone like flailing and stuff. We actually fail to notice if people are really drowning. Like, if they look fine, check on them.
This has been a PSA from Mina.
Yeah, like if they look fine, please make
When
sure.
you
that
drown,
they can...
it's quiet.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
When you drown, it's extremely quiet. It's actually super sad because it's a big cause of death among children.
That's supposed to be a sum up, not an.
Yeah.
I have no mouth. And I
Because
must
because the thing is that it's like parents don't register that if they're not hearing their children, they should be worried. Like, children make noise when they play in the water. Don't just like, and the parents look away for like 5 minutes and their child
Hi,
is
Sonny.
gone. Like, it's just so tragic. Like, wow. It's like, no. If you're drowning, have the courtesy to not talk.
Wow.
I don't remember anything like that either. I didn't notice the professor being in any kind of pain.
Yeah, sorry I'm really late. I didn't realize.
It's okay.
I'm just
That's
now
okay.
into
Don't
my
worry,
mood.
I just got,
line.
I just got here too.
Okay. Do I take Kasuma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean the other way around? Is that a
Alright.
turnabout?
The very fact that, yeah, the very fact that the victim didn't show any visible signs of distress is evidence that curare was used.
Oh shit. He's like, that actually supports our argument! I love that. So is this...
Explain yourself, Counsel.
The moment this toxin enters a person's system, it causes instant paralysis. In other words, afflicted victims lose all strength and are completely unable to move. Even if they were in total agony, there would be no visible signs of pain at all. Sounds awful.
Terrible.
Obviously, if a man lost all strength in his muscles, he would collapse on the floor. But with a chair under him for support, as Dr. Wilson did, the effects could go largely unnoticed.
But I don't follow, Kazuma. That's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death. I mean... Yeah,
The full
it's like-
explanation is extremely
It's like,
unpleasant.
it's like have you considered that your lungs are technically moved about by muscles as well? It's called asphyxiation. Yay!
Asphyxiation with me.
The poison causes immediate paralysis, as I said, leaving the victim unable to move. But after a short time, the paralysis is so severe, it causes the muscles that control respiration to fail.
Blah. Respiration.
You know that thing you do? In other words, the actual cause of this is suffocation. And all the while, the victim is conscious and aware, just unable to move.
This is horrifying.
Yeah.
Hideous.
To the observer, it will look almost like the victim was sleeping peacefully into an endless sleep. But for the victim himself, his final moments will be a living hell. That's the true nature of this deadly curare poison.
And also, it would not need to be in the water.
Are you suggesting that this bottle count, and you're suggesting that this bottle council actually contains this terrifying poison?
Well, it
It's-
shouldn't,
this-
right?
It's all very convenient, isn't it?
Oh, I mean, it could be, I guess, since he would have had sores in his mouth from the tooth. Yeah, no, that could definitely still be in the water then. It's definitely a possibility.
Mhm.
I didn't think
Hit
about
her
that.
to unknown poison for where there is no means of testing. What a happy tale for the defense.
I mean, when you get a tooth pulled out, you're gonna have a wound. We can all agree on that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Leave a hole.
So, exactly.
Unless
so
it gets
that
stitched
would
up.
leave a wound for everything to get into. But that would also mean if you didn't have any wound, you could just drink the water
Yeah.
Yeah.
safely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Tippy!
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I dazed. Anyway,
Dazed and confused.
These facts. You think you're so clever.
There was a mini shark in the
up!
bottle. Phil.
it is you who must be taught.
There was a mini shark in the bottle filled with venom.
Of course. Dear lady.
So, this is how you Japanese behave, is it?
Oh.
You steal another's honest hard work and then announce the results as if you discovered them. I'm appalled. What a loathsome act.
This is a court. Get over yourself.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, Miss Brett, the feeling is mutual.
Whatever do you mean?
Capitalizing on the unfortunate circumstances of an innocent man to frame him for a heinous crime? That really is a loathsome act. Wouldn't you agree?
Enough of this. I, for one, refuse to accept it.
Sounds like a you problem.
The idea
It
of
does
some
sound like you.
poison that doesn't even exist in the Great Empire of Japan is breaking the rules.
It's not fair.
What's so funny?
Anyone winning.
Oh, excuse me, Your Excellency.
Yes, Miss Brooke?
May I borrow that bottle for a moment, please?
No.
Well, yes. I don't see, why not?
I see many
That's why you wear
reasons why.
glasses. That's why you need to
You
wear
are
glasses.
the. Oh my! You are bumped to my least favorite judge. That's it. We're over. Japanese Aji, you hear me?
No, no,
Oh. But he's a
No.
dude, bro.
please.
I mean, hey, she's just a little thirsty, right?
She's just a
It's
bit
fine.
thirsty.
Yeah, for stale carbonated water.
Not just water now.
Don't get too big for your boots, you insignificant little island boys.
You live on an island too, you bitch.
Sorry?
Yes!
You can't call
You're
me
an
an island boy.
island.
You're an island boy.
Also,
You're an island lady.
that water is like dangerously cloudy. I don't know.
Well,
It's
Yeah,
sitting for
wash in
3
there.
days. It's,
Yeah.
it's very stale, and it's probably poison, but it won't
To an
kill her.
English woman such as myself, this whole affair is a farcical comedy. Your little police games and these foolish courtroom antics. It's laughable, really. Her voice is just gonna go all over the place.
It's fine.
But I'm getting bored of it all now. It's time for the games to end.
I already
It's
know
wicked,
your
that's
trick.
normal.
She can drink it safely because she doesn't have a wound.
Cheers!
Oh, maybe she forgot she has one.
I wish.
All of a
Please
sudden,
die.
she just drops dead, and it's like,
Oh,
oh, well,
fuck.
it seems it was poison.
Wait, what are you
As you
doing?
can see, you're
Yeah.
right.
I'm amazed we could
It's really
her.
dumb, but when I was first playing this, I was like, she somehow coated the bullet in the poison and shot it.
Yeah.
That was my first thought.
Oh
No sparkle
wow!
left? How appropriate for this shabby affair.
Yeah, but the point would have been
You
that
got shot.
that wouldn't match up with the timeline. But I get what you're saying.
Imagine.
No, no,
Shot in the-
I was like, that was just my first thought. I was like, okay, she somehow
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean
it's a
it. Could,
poison bullet.
yeah, like I'm 100% like it's the fucking mouth sore. That's why he
Mm.
died. Again, she already confessed hours ago that she knew he had been at the dentist.
Goodness. Whatever is the matter? You all look quite stunned.
Her voice is also traveling abroad. The voice is going around the world in 80 seconds. Boop!
Yep.
Like fog.
So, no curare.
Asogi, you're weak. Your brain is weak. You hear me?
The ball was clean. Is that what you're saying?
You look quite incredulous, little boy. But of course, that's the simple truth. Thank you for presenting the findings of my research so concisely here in this grand venue. Most kind.
So stuck.
Thank you, waiter. Now then, Your Excellency.
Oh wait, is that the glass she stole? She's brought it.
Oh, yes, Miss Bright?
That'd be funny.
I should like to be excused now, please. I think I've given more than enough of my time for the furtherance of friendship between our countries.
Ah, yes, dear lady. We are most gratified with all the assistance you have given.
This doesn't make sense. There had to have been poison in that bottle. So how did she?
Oh, we know. Oh, we know. Oh, we know, boys.
Mm.
How did she swallow a whole glass and live to tell a tale? I don't understand it.
I do.
Well, I suppose if nothing else, this little far eastern charade will make for an interesting conversation at the next party I attend in London.
You're There has to have been poison in that bottle, doesn't there? But there can't have been, because otherwise she would have keeled over dead. We already know. Come on, do you know, Sky? We have all the clues now. That bottle of water.
See,
It does! It contains poison!
When I first played this,
I'm gonna say it! I'm just gonna... I'm so convinced.
Yeah, go for it.
Because we already read the
Send it!
description. Send it! There's poison
I
in
got
it.
that wrong when I first played it, and I was like, what do
The
you...
culprit did put
That's-
curare poison into Dr. Wilson's carbonated water. The defense refuses to change its position.
Yeah, I was thinking, wouldn't it be venom if it has to enter a wound?
Oh,
But anyways,
Hmm.
you're serious?
Yeah, I don't remember what is it if you bite it and you die that it's poisonous, and if it bites
And if
you
it
and you
bites
die
you,
it's venomous.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how
Yeah,
that works for poisons though.
Yeah, you
like
bite
one
it,
thing is
it's
animals,
poison.
but
I mean,
how is
I'm pretty sure you can use it as like a synonym, but like if you want to get technical.
yeah, cause like the whole thing is that that's meant to define animals specifically, or well things you like if you know like for instance if like if there's an animal and you touch it and then you die, then it's poisonous, right? But
Yeah.
if it bites you and you die, then it's venomous. 'Cause, yeah,
Yeah, it has to enter your bloodstream.
exactly. So, but I would definitely say that yes, this would be a form of venom. Then yes, because it would definitely have to, and it has to enter the blood, right? Oh, I am big serious, Asogi. You hear me?
Oh, are you blind?
No, my eyes work just fine.
I am you. There is no possible way that bottle could contain poison. I mean, we just saw.
Miss Brett drinking the water from it.
That's right, which rather complicates your argument, I think.
And I believe that complication can be explained.
How exactly?
Didn't you read the report? Oh my god, ouchie.
Well, technically,
Read!
That's not my job.
he didn't read the report. You
Yeah.
have it.
Haha. I need to think through all the things that don't quite add up here, one by one. I'm sure the answer is in the evidence we have in the court record somewhere. It has to be.
Very well. The defense truly intends to assert this claim. But I must ask you to support the assertion with evidence. What explains how the witness was able to consume this supposed poison water unscathed?
Here. The above mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as that inflicted by a blowpipe dart. So it's a prerequisite. So I just have to present it again. I'm assuming. Oh wait, let's just.
Yeah,
in
I guess
case
so.
it asks it. Okay, so in case it asks us for the pages, the second we all agree, right?
Yeah, special characteristics.
Second page, yes. Root of it. The answer to this riddle is right here in Miss Brett's own research report.
That's not a valid explanation.
You can't ask me to read! No? For someone who seemingly has reading glasses, Ouchie can't seem to read anything from the situation he finds himself in or the report itself. I know, right? No? No?
After all, you don't speak English. That report is utter gibberish.
That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah!
This impudent young scoundrel is trying to ridicule the court, Your Excellency.
I'm not trying to ridicule anyone, honest. I'm just reading Sato-san's note. Come on. Don't be like this to Sato-san, please.
I concur. This report is too extensive to be considered its entirety by the court. You will direct us to the
Pertinent.
pertinent section, counsel. Which section of the report reveals the alleged answer to this riddle?
Special characteristics. Correct?
Correct.
You all in agreement?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
We've been hearing a lot about this curare poison. And it's left me curious about something.
Oh, counsel?
Well, it sounds as though indigenous hunters have been using this poison for years and years. Ooh. To lay as the heads of the arrows that they shoot at whatever prey they're hunting.
So we've been led to believe, yes.
And the point of hunting is to catch prey to eat.
Get to the point, please!
But
Damn.
if they were to use these laced arrows, doesn't that mean there would be traces of poison left in the prey hunters were going to eat?
Yes, good point.
Oh my god, you're so smart. Marry me! So surely the hunters wouldn't want to eat their prey, would they? Because then they'd be eating poison.
Good gracious, Council! Now that would be madness!
But I actually found the answer to that conundrum in this research paper here. Under special characteristics, it says this. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound.
Through a wound, you say? I see, that makes sense.
Yes, the mention of that particular detail seemed a little strange to me, though.
Hmm?
But it all makes sense when you interpret what's written like this. When curare enters the body through an open wound, it has terrifying poisonous effects. However, when it enters the body via the mouth, it has no poisonous effects whatsoever.
Gasp.
What?
Miss Brett, you offered this research. You knew Karare's special characteristics. And you knew that you could make a spectacle of drinking that water without danger to yourself.
You meddling little rapscallion!
The bird is out.
The bird
I like
is
that
out.
The
rapscallion.
bird is alive!
Well, Rinosuke, it turns out
The bird is alive.
you're an even
Oh.
better lawyer than I thought you'd be.
You should be the protagonist of this game, you. I'm telling you.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Really? Me? Atashi?
Atashi.
A lawyer?
All this poison talk is fascinating, I'm sure. But I fail to see how it's possible.
So, the ill-bred little puppy has a new toy to play with. Some facts he read in a book.
You wrote it, bitch!
Nice.
But I'm afraid knowledge doesn't suit you, little boy. It only makes you look silly.
What are you trying to say?
Stop exposing my lies.
Your schoolboyish logic has a fatal flaw.
Schoolboyish?
Flaw?
As even your brain has managed to deduce, curare is safe to ingest. It seems likely that its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of gastric succus. I guess.
Oh, yes. Well, of course. Gastric suckers? What are they? I love him.
So, if this lethal poison is completely harmless when drunk,
You magnificent bitch, I read your book! I know, right?
So how was
You're
he
drunk.
when sober?
Well, yeah, how did he die then?
right?
He literally just had a tooth taken out. That wouldn't be considered a wound to you.
Never mind.
The professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he?
Oh, but that's where you're wrong, my dear lady.
Au contraire, as I
Au
have evidence of a
contraire.
dead body.
That's right.
Good gracious!
I can see a star.
That's
You're a
basic
star.
science. Science that even a schoolboy should be able to understand, no?
We're in the same school, shut up.
No, you shut up.
You can't call me a schoolboy, you schoolgirl. Yeah, see how that feels?
Order! Order in the court! Order! Logic holds. If the lady and the professor drink the same
Suckers.
poison, they would be infected in the same way.
And does it curse because of Stop! Right.
Are you trying to suggest?
Yes, this curare poison is completely irrelevant to the case on trial.
Couldn't she at the very least be... yeah, sorry.
That's right. Surely even a cockroach like you could understand something as simple as that. Uh-oh.
Oh my god, Zavarudo!
What is this welling up inside me?
It's a stand, Ryonosuke. It's a stand.
I've never felt like this before.
Yes, I know.
It's a sort of conviction to break down all the discrepancies. It's so intense. Almost rage-like. And more than anything else, it's an animalistic desire to take down my prey! God damn it, my boy.
Oh.
No,
Am
don't
I?
kill him. No.
Objection!
Iggyani!
He's here!
Objection!
Iggyani up in the court! I don't think so, Mr. Salebrett. He's like, I've unlocked my attorney skill class.
True power.
I love that portrait!
Dare you use that tone with me?
It's one of my favorites.
It's a good one.
What?
You know very
Wait.
well that there's no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why, even though both you and the victim swallowed the same poison. You are alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead. Oh!
Henry noises.
Counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you, you must provide compelling evidence. As we now know that this poison is completely harmless when ingested.
Pounce on that woman! Phrasing Yoshi, please.
Why would Dr. Wilson alone have been killed by the Curé?
Oh, but my man!
A medical report.
Hey, remember
Sure.
this?
Facts.
Hey,
This is
medical
this.
treatment!
Yeah.
Extraction! Extraction! Tooth removal! Ooh! Oh my god!
There you go.
You're gonna get.
Could I?
As
It
Miss Brett so
sucks.
readily pointed out, she drank the same water as the professor. However, there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two diners.
Yeah.
Ajay!
Fatal difference.
Toxic effects of curare are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. So, for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. But what if there was a wound inside the mouth of the person drinking the poisoned water?
Inside?
I can't believe we talked about this, guys! Yes, like the wound you might have.
Ouch,
if you
he's
had
just
just
head
been to the
empty.
dentist and
No.
had a tooth
Head empty.
extracted.
Bring only
For
over.
example,
ouchie.
just like, you know, for example, that's something that someone could have had done. Potentially. Ah!
Potentially. Maybe.
Miss Brett, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day.
So that's it. You used that knowledge to orchestrate this.
Head empty except for Sim. Anyway. Is she laughing?
You're laughing at me.
I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I can't resist. These childish courtroom games and your half-baked arguments are so puerile.
Oh god, it's not over yet. What do you
Still
mean?
won't give up.
Don't worry, little schoolboy. You'll find out soon enough.
We're like the same age.
Right, she takes
Hold on.
Assault.
I don't think that.
When you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it.
No!
I mean, it could just slip.
Bitch.
The fuck?
Ah!
Yeah.
Whoopsie doodle, I guess this trial is not over.
Ah!
All over. No evidence.
Guess we're gonna have to keep going, guys.
This is the trial
Dear,
that
how
never
careless of me.
ends.
afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed.
Like, couldn't we just, like, sentence her here and there? Like, I don't understand. Come on.
No.
But I
Okay,
get it. I get
listen,
it.
I mean, you
okay.
could.
No!
Do never apply the real reasoning to this game, ever.
The Englishwoman, she just smashed that bottle in the Supreme Court. What a terrible blunder. A blunder?
Officer, what are you waiting for?
Officer,
Just collect as much as water from that broken bottle as possible at once!
Slurp it!
Think about that.
you're wasting your time. This delightful carpet under my feet here was a gift from the British Empire.
Oh,
Of course it was.
British.
I assure you, it will soak up the water beautifully. You have neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it.
But couldn't there be
Wow.
something left in
Fucking
the
watch me, bitch.
shards? I don't know. Like,
I dazed for a second again.
how could you? You won't get away with this.
You can't thump the bench and shout as much as you like, little boy. Oh, you can. Oh, I can't read now. But I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we? If there really was poison in that bottle, or not.
Is he okay if we can't read?
Yeah, Kazuma, I feel like we should be stopping this. Yunosuke, no, I want a real case. Pretty much.
You.
And let us not forget, we still have some very compelling evidence left intact. Isn't that right, counsel for the prosecution?
Of course, of course. You're referring to this photographic print, I presume, dear lady.
That's right. And really, looking at this photograph, it's as clear as day, isn't it? The poor professor was sitting with his back to me. So of course the only person who could have shot him from the front is the little schoolboy.
No, you killed the victim that day, using Kurare. And then, in order to frame Ryunosuke Naruhodo for the crime, you waited until he picked up the pistol you had arranged for him to find on the floor, before you shot the professor dead in the chest with your own hidden gun.
Bang!
Like, where in this photo does it prove that she
Then-
was sitting down when this happened?
In the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor and his chair around.
From that bitch. Yeah.
You see, you had every opportunity to commit this crime.
What a wonderful imagination you have, young man. A hidden gun, you say? And I shot the professor's dead body, did I? Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have a shred of evidence.
Exactly.
Want a bet?
And as you have nothing to support your white claims, the prosecution stance remains unchanged. The victim, Dr. John A. Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Delivered in cold blood by the accused, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Ugh. God damn it!
Hmm.
This is unbelievable. How could this be happening? We had her, but now, is she really gonna get away with it? The way she destroyed that evidence was obscene.
Ryunosuke,
Yes?
we've come this far, but now you're the only one who can finish it.
What? What do you mean?
We lost a vital piece of evidence, it's true. So if there are any clues left for us to use now, they must be in your head.
In my head?
There's nothing inside in there. You told me before that your powers of observation were the only one you could really depend upon.
Well, yeah, that's true, but... Oh. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? I'm so sorry.
So think back again now. Try to remember everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell.
Okay, now it'll let me press T. I have no idea why it does that. Sorry. But I didn't manage to notice that this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head. Right. Yeah.
It means.
I can't believe you missed the swan.
What I saw. what I felt. Steak! I was like, every color.
It was
We've
rare.
made a terrible
It
mistake!
was rare.
It was rare! Is Kazuma right? Hearing the vibrant memory of the same scene in my head. Could there be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Wilson's killer? There's a clue! Actually, Kazuma, I think I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue.
You always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Rinosuke? Come on then, let's wipe the smug smile off that English woman's face with some evidence.
Give him that evidence.
You can evidence me any day, baby.
Alright! Can't wait! I'm so excited!
Yes!
It's like, oh my god, I'm so pumped, y'all! It's been niggling. That's a good word. Niggling. I'm gonna write that down. Niggling.
Niggling.
It's like nagging, but like funnier. It's been niggling me for a while, but something feels amiss in my
Wiggling.
memories of that day. Whatever it is could be the key to arriving at the truth about all this. Kazuma must be in your head, Yunosuke. Can't you look in there? I mean, you already live in my head rent-free. Bedroom.
Gee, I wonder what shows the real killer.
Yeah. In here, somewhere. I wonder where. The clue that shows Dr. Wilson's real killer must have been his.
I don't know,
Fork.
Mina, do you know? I
Fork.
can't tell. Gas!
Fork.
Fork is pretty suspicious.
Fart! Okay.
Disappointed.
Could I?
Inspector Hosonaga, answer me this.
Yes, what is it?
Oh, is Johnny not here?
Yeah, chat. You
Oh.
you wrote a chat, yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am done.
Johnny!
Oh! Okay, sorry. Okay. He's not here for a little while.
That's
Apologies. I don't exactly have the best ability.
Someone take over for him, that's what he said.
Still miles away. Probably thinking about that bottle being smashed. As you've said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you?
Absolutely.
I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime. Like, for instance, the plate of steak that you took to the victim's table that day.
Wait a minute. Where are you going with it?
Where are you going with this, little boy?
That was my light.
It's just a memory that's
She's
been
just
troubling
sick of
me.
you.
Yeah.
What memory?
Oh, don't you worry about that, sweet cheeks. You're so confident in your case. Why do you need to hear it from me? I
Sweet
saw the
cheeks.
scene shown in this photographic print with my own eyes that day.
Am I even needed?
And I saw that on the wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on was a spattering of blood.
What?
Oh, really? And what of it? Obviously, that must have happened when you shot the professor.
No, that can't be the case. Take a good look at the photograph and the relative position of everything there. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front, there's no way that blood from the victim could have ended up directly behind him.
Huh?
Yes. For blood to have made it on top of the plate implies the plate was between the victim and
The shooter. Okay.
which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor as you to sail Brett.
I beg your pardon.
This is beyond ridiculous. Fabricated nonsense. Is the court seriously expected to believe something the accused has apparently just remembered seeing?
Hold it! Hold it! He said.
Hold it.
This.
Oh.
This could be the moment that my entire career in the police force has been leading to.
Oh, now she's nervous! I'm feeling so cathartic about that right now. Hold it, he said calmly. Inspector, you mean you have it? Please tell me you have it. God.
Do I have a meat?
Does he have the
Yes. I took the plate. In the interest of preserving evidence from the scene of the crime.
meat? Just steal evidence.
I took it, meat and all, and I don't care if they call me a crime scene chief because of it.
You did what?
I took the steak that you had been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak that the sergeant had been eating, and I took the chairs, and I took the freaking table too.
And the entire goddamn restaurant!
And then I took the entire ship!
Great.
And I did it all in the name of justice.
Justice!
Justice.
Then we can find out for sure whether or not there's a bloodstain on Miss Brett's plate. We must examine it now!
And then I took his entire bank account.
Give us your meat, Inspector! Arde.
Inspector! The court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table immediately!
Yes, sir! Sorry.
My stomach.
Someone's got to take over,
Bon
Judge. I
appetit.
do need to feed my dogs.
Okay,
so...
Koga? Is Koga here?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay,
Sorry
good.
for the delay.
It's just you wanted to take Judge the last time.
Here is what you ordered. The steak.
Stop going into your waiter
There.
persona now. Well, what about the blood? Was there blood on it? Oh, I remember
Um,
this. I remember this!
Of course there isn't.
I remember this! Because
Quickly, Inspector.
Because
the blood
Redacted-
man. Show the course.
because Redacted got very angry about it. If you know, you know.
Of course, examine the plate at your leisure.
It's been wiped off.
But okay, just look at that fucking steak. Like, I'm sorry. Please.
Chomp chomp.
Chomp chomp! Like, that's teeth marks, right?
Yeah.
Do you eat like that, Giselle? No blood anywhere.
I mean,
But no.
what's wrong?
that's
What's wrong with a lady eating like that? It's fine.
I know I
This
saw
is
it.
fine.
I'm sure of it. Like, you can see, okay, you can see from this picture that it's clearly two different steaks.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can see from the picture from the beginning that they are
Yeah,
different
like,
steaks.
yeah, exactly, because this one, like, it's clearly not eaten as much as the other one. It was,
It was
right
like
there on
only
the-
one bite
Maybe
taken out
it's
of
a
it.
thing of perspective. The chair is in the
Yeah,
way.
but okay,
Yeah.
like, looking at the photograph, it was, like, very vague, but looking at this memory,
You
it's
know what's the real
very
crime?
clear.
Not finishing that steak.
Mhm.
That's a crime.
It was right there on the table behind the professor. There was blood on the side of the plate.
have to
I have
go.
leftover steak for
Okay.
lunch
doesn't
today
eat-
because we had
who
some
doesn't
last
eat-
night.
Who
Yum.
doesn't- Yeah, who doesn't eat steak like that? You think an English lady would eat steak like that?
Yep.
You
I
think-
No.
Is Tippy
Take
not
care.
here?
We're gonna have.
No, take care.
I'm
Johnny.
so
Take-
sorry. I
Yeah.
dazed again. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
it's-
I'm gonna have
thinking
to
about
go.
lunch.
Yeah.
it's
just take
it's
care,
chill,
Johnny.
See ya, Johnny.
Bye.
By the
Bye,
stream.
Johnny.
Bye.
Bye, Johnny.
It's okay, we'll wake you up, Tippy. Slap. I'm kidding.
Sorry, I was thinking about lunch.
You're just looking at the steak.
And I'm like, I have steak for lunch.
Steak.
Steak.
Okay, now read your lines, goddammit.
Shut up and eat your steak, Debbie. What an unbecoming expression, little boy. You see, this is why I always say you can't trust what the Japanese
Oh my
tell
God.
you.
If,
that
if
the
anyone has
phone?
the art, if anyone has,
Rude
if anyone's got the art book, please confirm if that swan has a name. I want to know.
I couldn't agree more. The case of disgrace to the Empire.
Oh, fuck you too, Ochi.
Wait a minute. I think after the steak arrived, she saw the body of the victim and thought, "Yum, fresh meat."
Yeah.
Ew.
Something you might take if you want.
I believe we may have finally reached a conclusion in this trial.
Perfect.
Let's hope so. This let's pretend attempt at courtroom proceedings is painful to watch. But I do promise to do my best to forget all about it when it's all over.
Brain cranking.
The sorrow-looking steak reveals the facts all too clearly.
Look at those bite marks. Can't.
If the sorry-looking accused wishes to examine it again, be my guest.
Oh yes, I do. Thank you. Give it in my grabby hands, please.
Do not
Thank
eat.
you. Just the plate I saw. Was this
That's like
the
such
plate
a
I
thick
saw,
steak,
or what I
too.
saw? Just a figment of my imagination.
This is
Now I've lost.
3 days old.
Ryunosuke.
Ew.
And it hasn't been refrigerated.
It's not over yet.
Ew.
Not until the final gobble.
And Hosonaga, somebody freaking kept it.
Yeah.
Never stop believing in yourself. Keep
Hosonagas-
looking forward, no matter what.
Hosonaga just literally kept it in his jacket pocket.
Also, I want to point out that Hosonaga managed to keep it in a way that meat juice is still there.
Yeah. Yeah. Believe
Just a
in myself.
Ziploc bag.
Really? Maybe I should at least examine the evidence for myself.
As the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown to be problematic in any way, I presume any further examination of evidence in this trial will be unnecessary. Does the defense have any objection? Yes.
Yes, I do. That bloodstain was going to clinch trial for me. Can this plate of steak reveal any other clues at all? Yes! The
Yes.
fucking bite marks! Come on!
No.
Your Excellency, please, wait! This plate of beef is hiding another clue.
Yes, but actually
Another
not.
clue that will reveal the shocking truth!
The only thing that's shocking here is your unhealthy fascination with the beefsteak.
I'm just very interested in rotten
so
beefsteak,
hungry.
okay? Leave me alone! God
Never.
damn it!
Your Excellency, I think
Okay,
I've made myself clear, haven't I?
Brett, I'm trying to hide the fact that I killed this man, but my fixed steak keeps splashing blood all over, alerting the other customers.
Hilarious.
I will not be able to turn a blind eye to any more unnecessary procrastination in this trial.
I'm sorry, Miss Brett, but we must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence. I will not give a
bro.
ruling until I completely satisfied all reasonable doubt has been dispelled.
I see. As a newly affirmed ally of my country, that's still your position, is it?
He's a judge first, British buddy next. Thank you, Your
Yep.
Excellency. Judge first, British
Counsel for the
lapdog
defense.
next.
You will now clearly show the court what you are alluding. Where precisely on this plate of beefsteak is the new clue to be found?
Okay, like
I will
for
be
this one,
right back in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see you in a
Okay.
moment, Koga. I think it's the bite marks. Like, look at them.
No, it's not.
Examine it.
No, I
I
can't.
say examine it first.
I have to present. Can
No,
you not?
you can examine.
You can't
examine.
press A. Yeah, you click it. Can you not click it?
Just click it.
Okay. Ah!
Oh!
The combat! Huh? What in the world is this?
I think it's a Koban coin. And the hallmark is from the Hoi era, I believe.
No, I don't mean what is it? I mean, what's it doing there? Wait. Did you say it was a boy Koban?
Yes, and apart from the meat juices, it looks to be in good condition. I imagine it's very valuable.
This is the first time today that there's been talk of a Hawaii Koban.
I've heard of pearls before swine, but I never heard about bullion in a bullion.
Shut up, I'm sorry. And I don't think you ever will again. That was a horrible pun. I'm gonna punch you. This is extraordinary though. This means, well, I mean, let's present the
Madam.
coin. How about
I'm
that?
back. Beautiful.
Kokoda!
Kokoda!
It's a
Good-
meat juice
Good
coin.
gracious. That's...
Koban?
What on earth?
Oh, she did not calculate for that.
Every time I say a new line, it's just a different accent.
Yeah. Ergo.
Ahoy,
Echo.
Aaron, at that.
Wait. So that was the old man, right?
Yes.
No, that's
and-
Hosonaga.
So it was the old man who was searching
No,
for his
the one who said the
koban.
Hoi. Yeah,
Yeah,
the Hoi
and
Koban.
the military man was eating a steak. So did the
Yes.
military man like steal it
Mm.
and like put it under the stake? That's
I don't
disgusting.
know.
No.
Who knows
The
anymore?
military man stole a steak. and
Miss
put-
Brett, this is in fact the beefsteak that you ordered at the restaurant on the day in question, is it? Tell me, why is there an old coin seemingly hidden underneath the meat?
What a ridiculous question! How should I know?
This is your steak, bitch, allegedly.
I've never seen that thing before in my life. I don't know what it is, but I want no part of it.
I feel like we could have a bingo card with all the different accents. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty
I-
diverse. No, but even just among us as people, we're a pretty diverse bunch, I would say.
I can
I'm
see how
trying to
it's
make her,
relevant.
yeah,
A coin under the meat.
trying to make her sound
Under the meat
refined,
coin.
but also I don't know. Meat
Yeah.
on the bone?
Bone of meat!
Meat on the coin? That could simply have been a careless mistake by the chef in a moment of distraction.
Okay, then let's ask the chef, does he own a fucking Hoei-era Koban?
Bring in the chef!
Luckily,
Bring in
he's not
the
listed,
chef.
so it's impossible
That's
to
full
find
of
him.
Be
bullshit!
word. We're supposed to believe that this happened by accident in the kitchen.
Yes!
Like, again, you can see what I was saying, right? Koban are not that fucking small. Like, you must be kidding me.
But imagine, you're doing your chicken salad and there is a koban just lying around, just like, beep.
A rare Hoi Koban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak.
I don't know, maybe it was 5-star steak, I don't know.
If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll rip up my ticket to Great Britain right now.
Wow. He's right. It can't be a coincidence. Your Excellency,
Yes, Council.
a rare Hoei Koban just happened to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. This turns out to be irrelevant to the case. I'll give up I'll give him my lawyer job right now.
He's not even a lawyer!
You're not even a lawyer!
By all means,
Exactly.
don't let us stop you. No one invited you anyway.
Oh wow, you bring
Don't
out
even
that
go
card?
here!
You don't even go here.
Perhaps, little boy, you should realize that it is you who is irrelevant.
Oh, stop that YouTuber bullshit. Even though I'm the one on trial here?
Yeah?
The point is, it's essential that we ask the owner of this
Oh,
coin
frick.
if he can explain what it's doing under that stake.
The owner?
Yes, it's obvious. There's only one person it can belong to.
Zuma.
Old man! The owner
No.
of the koban that was found underneath this beefsteak is... Old man?
Correcta!
Curio correcta.
Yeah, let's go. Old man! He was hunting for a lost toy or a gold koban coin at the
Hey,
time of the
I'm
incident.
back.
Welcome
We're
back.
presenting the old man.
Look at it.
Obviously, it can only be the antiques dealer and owner of Raste, Curio Correcta-san.
Cutie, as in Mr. Cucumber something. Honestly, these ridiculous Japanese names are quite unfathomable.
If anyone doesn't.
One bet.
It means Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure cutie is. Now I gotta look it up. Give me a second.
Doesn't it make cucumber?
Yeah.
Cucumba.
No. No, I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, cutie. Cutie is Japanese for cucumber. That's why she's
Yeah.
yes.
Especially in the Ace Attorney universe.
Yeah.
Names are even more.
Yeah.
Yes. The old man who testified earlier alongside the military sergeant, correct?
Yes, Your Excellency.
I remember him saying that he was up to something with his Koban coin when it happened. At exactly the moment the gun was fired.
Was you Johnny, I think?
Who?
Johnny was
Johnny.
so
Yeah, but Johnny left.
okay,
Yeah.
so okay, so RJ is doing the other guys, so it could be Sony or Argo could do this one. I guess Sony could do this?
Dagon interesting me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing?
Hunting for treasure. Indeed, the Hoyera Koban, my prize coin.
And it's Hoyara Koban. Do you mean it?
Do you mean to tell me? I'm sorry, I clicked too fast.
No,
Okay.
no. Please, why would Karakuta-san Koban be sandwiches between the victim's beefsteak and his plate? It makes no sense!
Right?
Which is why I'm asking to bring Korekta-san back to the witness stand so we can ask him.
Officer, bring both witnesses that testified earlier back in here. But without a moment's delay.
Let's go. Let's go, Sam. Yes. I have this one in the back, guys. I can't believe we've come back round to that pair again. God damn it. But I have a hunch, a strong hunch, that if we chase down the real significance of this Kohan, we'll find that it's a key element to the case.
Of course you have a strong catch. Your freaking posture now is terrible.
Yeah.
Gang's all here.
Yeah, the whole fucking gang.
Can't you see Ido just wants to go home?
What's all this about? Why haven't I been called up? Why haven't I been called up again? Don't you realize that it's their time for little baby Ido?
The true mastermind.
When my son's belly is empty, you're fiercer than a pack of wolves.
Exploited by the police we were, like miserable dogs forced to wear false witness. And when cast from this courtroom myself, I became a ruined man in a trice, a worthless weather antique. Nothing more I have to say. The sun has set on this Rasute shop owner's existence. Jesus.
Be as it may, Kurakuda-san, something has to come light that requires your clarification. As far as your Razutai memory serves, have you ever considered...
Yes, that's it. The very exact one that it is.
I love that frame. I love that frame so much. Baby.
I never noticed it when I was playing through it first time.
The resplendent, splendiferous Hoy treasure that my rusty bones managed to misplace that fateful day.
It can be.
As I thought.
Young man, you liked in this decrepit old fool put me out of my misery. Where was my treasure? Where was it dropped?
Oh, I'm not sure if it was dropped anywhere.
We found your coin sandwiched between a beefsteak and its plate, soaking in the seasoned meat's juices.
We
So
don't say it like that.
beefsteak and plate with the Koban inside the sandwich.
Soaking? Seriously?
That's pretty good.
Clearly, it couldn't have fallen there by accident. Which means
It was strategically placed.
somebody must have hidden it there on purpose. Somebody concealed my holy treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate.
Oh, he's so hung up on that.
I would be
Who
too.
would do such a thing?
Yeah.
Such an unconscionable thing.
Oh, I think I know who.
Just.
Excuse me. Did I say something?
Yes, of course.
Proceed, Inspector Hosonaga.
Larry the Cucumber, take the stand! If you like to talk to cucumbers.
We would like to call the cucumber to the stand.
Yeah, no, right.
I mentioned this earlier on the trial, but I was working undercover in the restaurant in order to investigate another case. Ah, yes, that's right, the secret undercover operation. La Carnival is a high-class Western cuisine restaurant. It attracts wealthy dinners, including
Diners.
many foreigners.
I think it's diner.
Recently, there's been a run of similar executed thefts targeting the restaurant's rich clientele.
A number of such incidents have been reported to the police bureau.
Wicked crimes indeed.
We wanted to nip the case in the bud quickly, especially with so many foreigners being affected.
So that's why you were sent in undercover, is it?
Yes, I took on the job waiter at the restaurant in order to flush out the criminal. It seems likely that this Koban incident is the work of the same thief.
So unbeknownst to us, there was a master thief at work in the restaurant on a regular basis. The place was already the scene of several crimes, it seems.
I don't know about the master thief part, but the identity of the person who stole and hid Correcta's Koban is all too clear.
What?
What?
Oh, I
think the court would like to hear the defense's view on this matter. Tell us, who is the despicable scoundrel that stole Kurakuta-san's Koban and hid it under the stake?
my money.
Scabby.
Wilson!
Scabby.
Again.
Daddy Mikotoba.
Yeah, totally. God damn it, Daddy Mikotoba, but...
Kazuma!
So, the way that I'm thinking about it, right? That they already established that we, as in us and Kazuma, and Lady and... Lady and Watson, fine.
And Layton?
Lady and Watson, and then these two dumbasses were the only people there. And the only people who were eating steaks was this girl and him. And if she doesn't know about the Koban, which I believe she probably doesn't know shit about this old fart and also what would she need it for. It has to be the other person who was eating a steak, which is this guy. Which also makes sense because he kind of seems strapped for money. I'm gonna present him. What do you guys think?
Go
Yeah.
for
Yes.
it.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
Snowsa.
Obviously, it can only be you. Sergeant Yesanosa.
What? How? How dare you, you monster!
Monster?
I stole that Koban, did I? I'm the master thief of the Carnival, am I? You're seriously accusing me of these crimes, cadet? But it wasn't me, it was Ido! Ido was the mastermind behind all this!
I
You're
knew it!
blaming a baby?
His
I
face.
knew
You're
it!
blaming
To the
your
gallows!
child.
To the gallows with this child.
Sir? You're blaming a baby? You would push the blame for your crimes onto your own son, an innocent little baby?
Wait, you didn't cross-examine the baby,
You
you
who's
don't
the
know.
monster, Sergeant No, sir. No, sir.
You need to cross-examine the baby before you know he's innocent.
You.
Oh,
Ow.
Oh, it's back!
Yo, that's back. Jesus.
I told you!
Oh my
That is the
God.
mastermind!
Nippon Imperial Army, Sergeant Yesanosa, preparing to stand down the Supreme Court, sir!
Oh my god.
with baby. Okay.
Shove the
I
baby
love
down.
how it sounds like a balloon.
Sad music. Baby sounds like a balloon.
Do any of you know of the extraordinarily low wages the Nippon Imperial Army pays those it expects to keep our country safe? I understand that the temporary increase in taxation owing to the recently ended conflicts remain in place. And I have heard it's hard for lower-ranking soldiers to make a living, yes? All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son!
That's why you were stealing things at the restaurant.
This place is heaving with money. Every 3 days, I'd go there and do reconnaissance for our target. and I enjoy chopping my way through a good steak at the same time.
It sounds like he doesn't bother with a knife and fork even, which is worryingly believable.
And your target of that day was the old man and his koban?
Yes,
like-
sir.
It's like he's putting the baby back into the womb. Oh my god, no.
No!
He was an easy mark. I slipped the coin into my pocket without any trouble at all.
A veritable phantom thief you are.
He's almost impressed. I like that.
I was all set to leave the steak. I was halfway through devouring when it happened.
Yes, but the professor was shot.
I knew that if the police conducted a search and found the coin in my pocket, I'd be finished. I do too. So I hit the incriminating evidence as fast as I could, on the double. I slipped it under the steak, hoping that I'd be able to rendezvous with it again at a later date. Hmm.
I love. This is my favorite trope in Ace Attorney.
This is
This is ridiculous.
Oh, that was Brett.
Perhaps you could carry on with this absurd prattling in your own time.
Well, Miss Brett,
Of course, dear lady, of course. How rude of us. I'm quite sure there is no need to detain you any longer at all.
Ow.
May the esteemed gentleman please be excused, Your Excellency.
Indeed. The theft of the Koban was clearly perpetrated by this baby-saddled sergeant. But it certainly appeared to be unrelated to Dr. Wilson's murder.
Of course it is. Hiding a coin under a lump of meat? The sheer nonsense of an idea astounds me.
if you can grab it, anything counts as finger food. Fight me. I mean, fair. So, is soup finger food? Can you grab
Yeah. Depends on the zoo, but yeah.
that?
Well... Oof.
Nonsense, is it? Oh.
As for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, it's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness.
Oh, so that's not something you do, is it, my lady?
Very well. Now, all that's questions concerning this witness's testimony have been answered. I see no further justification for detaining her. Miss Brett, you are free to leave.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Good luck, everyone.
Bitch!
And good day.
That's the most fanciest middle finger I've ever seen.
The face.
Eyes of realization.
You're not scared. What's the matter with you?
Why are you
There's
looking
no
at me
time
like
for
that?
daydreaming.
Oh, no, it's just
Rio,
something about
Rio,
Miss
are
Brett's
you
parting words there got me thinking.
are you drooling, Rio?
I haven't eaten in 3 days.
I'm so hungry. Stay. I can't quite work out what exactly, but something she said jarred me. I feel like there was a contradiction in there somewhere. Something didn't quite add up.
If that's the case, don't just stand there thinking. Make your voice heard.
I'm convinced he can read my thoughts. Sorry?
You can think later, but if you don't call out right now, it'll be too late. The trial will be over.
Wait, Miss Brett.
What is it now?
I'm afraid, just one last time. There's something I'd like to ask you. I'd like you to explain the contradiction in your parting words from just a few moments ago.
What are you talking about? What contradiction?
You student nonsense is this?
Well, what parsing words are you talking about, Rinosuke?
Hiding a coin under a lump of meat? The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, it's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness.
Yes, I'm right. What you said there exposed an undeniable contradiction.
I'm going to need to see evidence. This Brett's words truly are contradictory. Where is the evidence to prove it?
I mean, it has to be. Wait, do we present the steak or the picture?
I say the steak.
Yeah. Can we, like, examine the steak itself? No, I don't want to see that. Yeah, can we just examine the steak itself?
Can go back.
And then examine again? Maybe click it, like, up
No,
here?
no, that's not. That's.
No, it just, okay. So let's try the picture instead, maybe? This one? Should we present this one?
I think I go ahead. I think I go ahead with the steak, but maybe both will work.
Can we do a confidence save? We can. Do the most confident save right here.
Confidence save.
Let's
She's so confident.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
it's a beefsteak. It's just a beefsteak. Like,
Yeah, I think it's the steak, and then it'll probably ask us to point at where it's weird, right?
No, I don't think it will ask us to point
Okay.
because it's
Maybe
obvious.
it won't. Yeah.
Steak that this Brett had been eating before the professor was killed, yes. Go on.
More accurately, Your Excellency. The steak that was on the victim's table just before the professor was killed. Allegedly.
Now you're just splitting hairs.
Yeah, I'm splitting more hairs than the fucking hair you got on your head, bitch!
Not true. Doesn't something about the steak strike you as unnatural?
Unnatural? What on earth do you mean?
What on earth do you mean?
Pointing at my history game? That sounds silly. I know, right? It's extremely obvious. I'm talking about the shape of the edge where it's been eaten. Ah! I see you've noticed it too, Miss Brett.
Notice what exactly, Counsel?
Just a few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishman could even contemplate picking up a steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork.
Of course she did. She's a refined English gentlewoman herself.
Then take a good look at the steak. In particular, the edge where it's been eaten. Fucking bite marks! As you can see, there are clearly defined barbaric teeth marks there. Oh!
Huh? Ah!
Oh, sneak.
Looks like Miss Brett has realized something.
So, if the witness, as she claims, wouldn't contemplate eating anything without using a knife and fork,
There's no escape getting those
there
Chad
shouldn't be
clams.
teeth marks in the steak at all.
What is your actual point? Perhaps the delightful Miss Brett was ravenously hungry and could...
Huh?
Oh, whatever you say, dear lady.
Simp. As I said, I really must be leaving now. Afternoon tea with the Minister of Justice cannot possibly wait any longer.
Of course. This will all be over in the blink of an eye. Rest assured, I'm about to put this rookie in his place. Just leave everything to...
I've heard enough! You irritating little spectacled samurai relic!
Ooh.
Yeah.
Of course.
Me
dear
too.
lady!
What's the matter, Miss Brett? Have we ruffled your feathers?
Clearly, someone else knows what this means. Hoo-hoo. Hee-hee. She's realized the catastrophic implications of these teeth marks in the steak have for her.
Rinosuke, Do you know where you're going with this?
Oh yes, I do, my dear Asogi. Yes.
I'm gonna
No.
eat the steak.
I'm gonna eat this 3-day-old steak, and it's gonna be delicious.
There's nothing you can do to stop me.
Eh.
Ah,
Yes. Now at last, it's all come together. The mysterious teeth marks in the steak that had allegedly been eaten with cutlery. The reason why the bloodstain I saw somehow seems to have disappeared. And most importantly, also I'm sorry if my audio has been shit up until this point.
it's fine.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
okay,
it's
Mina.
fine.
Okay, because I just realized the cover had been on my mic the entire time.
Oh,
I couldn't
Yeah.
tell.
Okay,
Like
because-
this, literally
it's
no
such a high
difference.
quality mic,
Yeah.
we couldn't tell.
Literally
yeah,
no
it's like
difference.
it's the thing is I already have a pop filter, but there's like a little cloth to put over it when you're not using it, so it doesn't like dust up and stuff. Because again, it was like it wasn't super expensive, but it also wasn't cheap, so I'm not gonna play around. But I always have it on after a
Mid-tier.
stream. So
Fair
yeah,
enough.
so I just forgot to take it off. I'm glad it wasn't affecting the audio at all, though. Okay, that's good. And most importantly, the evidence that proves once and for all who shot Dr. Wilson that day.
I accept that these teeth marks in the steak are a little unnatural, as you put it, Count. What exactly are you suggesting that tells us?
Everything, Your Excellency.
Everything?
Yes, I believe that these barbaric teeth marks in the steak here amount to conclusive evidence in this case. Evidence that will prove with beyond a doubt, any doubt, who shot Dr. Wilson.
Conclusive evidence? How many times have I heard that today? You wouldn't know the meaning of the phrase typical Japanese empty threats.
How can you be so sure?
Oh, it's quite simple. If you really had such conclusive evidence, you would have presented it to the court long ago.
Actually, the evidence I'm talking about hasn't been brought before the court yet.
Isn't that? What?
But just because it hasn't been shown yet, doesn't mean that the evidence does not exist.
It's absurd! The trial has been several hours already, and you say there's evidence yet to be brought forward? There can't be. I don't believe you have it.
True, I don't have it. I don't, but there's someone here who does have it. Someone in this very courtroom.
Huh.
Hosonaga! And if the person is willing to submit the piece of evidence I'm referring to, it will solve every remaining mystery about this case.
Very well, I have a feeling this will be my last request with the defense in this trial. Possesses the conclusive
Hosonaga,
evidence that will reveal the truth about this whole affair.
my lovely boy, who has everything.
Tall and slender.
Tall and slender. Let's go! The answer is obvious. It's Inspector Hosonaga.
What? I have it?
Yes.
You have it all? Do you think I've been withholding conclusive evidence? That's ridiculous.
No, I'm not saying that. Everyone's attention has been focused on this steak with the teeth mark.
Yes.
Now, earlier this afternoon, Surgeon Nosa told the court the following. I'd enjoyed chomping my way through a good steak. And as well as admitting to stealing Korekta-san's coin, he told us that he slipped it under the steak. Arde.
You watch it, cadet. I'm a superior officer.
Sergeant Nosa, could you please confirm something for me? Yunosuke bites into steak, tastes like English woman with a hint of bish. Lol.
Ooh.
Ooh. Was the steak you put the coin under, in fact, your own steak?
Attention! Affirmative, of course. I might be a soldier in the Imperial Nippon Army, but still. I'm not brave enough to ask the foreign gentle lady if she might me manhandle her meal that had something in it.
In other words, the steak that the detective submitted as evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Nose's meal.
That makes no sense! That plate was taken from the victim's table.
Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her steak, nor did she have any opportunity to steal the coin.
Of course I didn't steal it! To even suggest such a thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire. You do not represent the British Empire, honey.
Oh.
Entire empire.
really
How do you
don't.
explain this paradox?
Exactly! Surely you're not going to suggest. But the sergeant switched the two steaks over?
Oh, I don't think it was the sergeant who did it. I don't think it was the fucking sergeant who did it.
You did switch the plates?
Wait, was he the one who did it?
Yep.
Oh god.
Well,
It's his fault!
after it happened, the,
This entire goddamn case is your fault, Nosa, you hear me?
Bang.
when I saw
Bang,
me
bang,
English
bang,
was murdered
bang.
right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. As I said, I immediately lifted my stake and hit the coin underneath it. But then when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I had it. They decided to investigate my slab of meat, that be it. I began my marcher orders. So when the cadet here was arrested and taken off to the kitchen, I seized my chance.
Back into the room you go.
With military precision and timing, I switched my stake with the one on the foreign lady's table. What?
What?
Here you are.
He was
What?
thinking about steak again.
You what,
I
mate?
was. You can't have.
what?
I never saw you do such a thing. Stay.
It was called Operation Latin Ball. There was no time for strategic planning.
Nice same.
It was do or die, I tell you. So yes, I did what had to be done.
Unbelievable!
However, fear not, Prosecutor Son.
What now?
I swear on the brass buttons of my uniform. That is all I did, sir.
All you did? That's plenty, Sergeant.
She's fat enough to represent the whole empire. I mean, she does have a lot of fluff on her, doesn't she? Like, just a lot of everything. A bird and flowers and a puffy booty.
That
and...
bird must be heavy.
The puffy booty.
Yeah, she has that thing on her back. What the fuck is... I don't know, like... a lump of fur on her ass. That's what she has.
A
The
corset.
tail.
Just a fucking tail. That's just in. Just say, oh, Brett is a furry.
Fuck.
So, if Sergeant Nosa switched the plates over, it means he took Miss Brett's steak, and the plate it was on, back to his own table.
Yes, that followed.
Inspector Hosonaga,
Yes.
earlier in this trial, you told the court this. You said that you had not only taken Miss Brett's steak after the incident, but also the sergeant's. That to preserve evidence, you had taken both.
Oh,
That's correct.
Nice. Then please, present it to the court now.
Whoa!
The plate that was actually on the victim's table at the precise moment he was shot.
And can we...
What could that possibly tell us now? I mean, a cold slab of tough meat. It can't have the slightest bearing on this case.
Alright, then there shouldn't be a problem bringing it out, right? Oh, that's not what you
Oh.
meant?
No, you're not wriggling your way out of this time, lady.
I beg your pardon?
Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why the steak pan promises to be such a problem for you, no?
You're the ones who decided it was a problem, not me.
The reason the defense asked to see that plate was to confirm something the defendant remembers seeing.
Think he remembers.
I'm quite sure of what I saw, Miss Brett. I have good ass! On the side of the plate that was on the table directly behind Dr. Wilson, there was a clear spattering of blood from the gunshot wound to the victim's chest.
I believe the defendant's memory serves him well. And now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett.
Let us not prolong this any further. Inspector, you will now show the evidence to court. Present the beefsteak and plate that was originally on the victim's table at the time of the incident.
I may be a shit investigator, I'm pretty good at preserving.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I literally have a plate of steak with blood on it that was totally irrelevant for this case, for sure.
This
Sorry
was
for keeping
meat juice.
Me too.
Me too.
Ah! There it
Here's the other steak in this plate. Please, feel free to examine it. Hosonaga!
is! Hosonaga, you got them MVP!
No, he's
Must
not
say.
MVP, he's freaking imbecile.
I mean, he did let them get switched in the first place. It's clearly
Not on this
visible.
switch!
Yes!
There's clearly a blood on it!
Yeah, I don't know. He was just like,
And-
that's probably the meat
and-
juices.
And the other one clearly had Koban underneath the steak and he still had
The
it.
steak looks
Look,
way
he-
smaller
look,
in the little
he- look,
portrait
his-
than in
look,
the
his-
3D model.
Look, his job is to preserve, not observe.
But by preserving it, he didn't allow anybody to freaking investigate it.
It's fine. Hosonaga's doing his best.
I mean,
okay?
they were covering for her anyways.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He probably
Yeah, he
was.
was.
He
But
probably
like,
took it away just to make sure that no one would get their hands on it, to be honest. Now
but
this
even
makes
after that, he had all the time to freaking submit everything he had.
a true successor and precursor of Gumshoe, I know, right? Now this makes everything clear. The blood you can see on the other side of the plate shows that on the moment the victim was shot, he was facing the table with his back to me.
In other words, it's impossible for Naruhodo-san to have shot the victim.
It can't be!
In fact, there's only one person who could possibly have shot Dr. Wilson from the front. I'm sure everyone knows by now who that person is. That's right, Mr. Sale Brett. It's you!
Oh man, I gotta be ready right now.
Oh god.
Outdone by a Japanese? Me? By a Japanese schoolboy? No. No. No!
It's actually... It's actually... She's actually just a puppet being controlled by a swan.
Yeah.
What the hell just happened?
Oh right, I remember that one!
Ascend.
Ascend. Oh, my
I
favorite!
have ascended.
Look at little chicks.
Yeah.
I love the
No.
little chicks
The
so
ugly
much.
duckling.
They're so cute!
Oh my god, so cute, I'm gonna die. She's fine now.
Totally
Please
fine.
excuse my little outburst. I briefly lost my composure.
Briefly.
Most unbecoming behavior for an English gentlewoman. Forgive me.
Well, Miss
I
Brett,
don't know.
I think it's time you told the court what actually happened that day. The truth this time.
Gladly, Your Excellency. It was I who took the professor's life using curare.
Yoshi just wrote, you'd think Ouchie would be more happy. He was trying all case to get with a chick, and now he has one for himself right in front of him.
Oh my gosh.
Ha!
As you surmised, I chose that particular day for one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning.
So you plan to kill the professor, knowing that no trace of poison would be found in his water. Because Kirara is unheard of here in Japan.
Yes. Of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed to see the professor take one tiny sip of his water, and it would all be over. I would place the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he had been dining alone. And leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table.
Me.
That would be me, I suppose.
Yes, you. Who else? Such a trifling matter, but the fact that you decided to come over to greet the professor meant that I had lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. I made sure he was sitting in his chair such as he wouldn't fall. There was no going back at that point. So I concocted a plan on the spur of the moment.
A plan to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man.
Yeah, mate. This is.
I happen to know that the professor always carried a gun.
Oh, dang.
I decided to use that fact to my advantage. Big brain, though.
Yeah.
I had the bottle of curare in my handbag. And my own pistol concealed under my skirt. Did no one even think to
Yeah.
pat her down?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what became
That's
of I couldn't
unbecoming.
possibly- What
That's
became of
unbecoming.
I don't.
Never.
Yes.
What became of
British
I don't have any
woman.
pockets. I can't conceal a pistol.
Under your skirt?
I like to think the swan
Sounds
is
right.
Would
the
you
one who
please
shot
show
him.
us?
Yeah, so I
The
was
swan
right.
has the gun up there.
Yeah, so I was right. There were two guns.
Yes.
And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you had presumably placed on the floor. A place where you were sure that I would notice it.
And everything went according to plan. You noticed the gun as I'd intended. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up,
Big brain, but even bigger fish. Yeah.
It was a bit of a risky move.
That's when you shot the professor with your own gun. Even though at this point, he was already dead.
naturally the gunshot caused a commotion, at which the waiter appeared.
Obviously, I assumed Naruhodo-san was the culprit and apprehended him.
Damn, if only we had anime fan service rules, we would have seen the gun. Yeah.
I took him to the pantry that adjoins the kitchen and locked him inside.
Yep.
That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor and his chair around.
Because, of course, you need to make it look like the defendant has shot Dr. Wilson from where he picked up the gun.
So there you have it. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor.
This would be called a felony, ma'am.
Yeah.
Idol DD.
A sin.
Your Excellency.
Yes?
I wonder. Might I speak with you in private later?
I shall call you.
Thank you. Good day then, everyone. I hope you can forgive me, Naruhodo-san.
Oh, I will have your head on a plate myself, ma'am. This is not over, you hear me?
Got him. Look at her hand.
And she faded into
Well-
nothingness. Thank God. The only time I've been thankful for that.
It would
Flew
seem
away.
this trial has finally run its course. I presume the prosecution is in agreement.
This can't be! Akatsuchi Ouchi does not lose! Not like this rookie student!
You'd better start getting used to tough opposition.
Yusuke Naruhodo!
What? Yes?
This is insult to the Ouchi family name! Never be forgotten!
Foreshadowing!
You'd become conceited with age, Council, but the old have to stand aside and make way for the new. It's the way of the world. May you never forget that.
Oh,
Shisha!
1,000 millennia may pass, and still the Ouchi clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan.
whoa, defending us.
Boing.
This trial in the Supreme Court of Japan.
Ah, sorry. Like that a little too low.
Well, I believe go down in history as sort of a new chapter in our country's judicial system. Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryonosuke Naruhodo, presented an excellent case.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth is a modern methodology.
Fine, nobody can say that word.
After all, it has only been a few short decades since our country opened its doors to the wired world.
Made Ouchi have to go to the dentist with a big face. Yeah.
But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel sure that science will soon bring new methods of investigation and new procedures of justice. A new future of law awaits, but what will it look like, I cannot begin to imagine. That is for the young to pursue. Kazuma Asogi,
Yes?
after this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the illustrious British Empire. Learn all you can, absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. And do not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you.
I understand, Your Excellency.
What was that about? Why do you look so grave all of a sudden?
Never mind.
As for you, Ryonosuke Naruhodo,
Oh, yes?
Atashi.
in you,
Atashi.
I sense, how can I put it, unusual potential. I very much look forward to seeing how you carry that onwards.
I'm kind of scared of him. Can I go with you, Asogi, please? Thank you, Your Excellency.
Excuse me, boyfriend.
And you
Oh,
like-
boyfriend.
Look at him and his little cute face. Squish.
It is time to deliver the
Squeesh.
final verdict.
Squeeze.
I hereby find it defended, Ryonosuke Naruhodo,
Not
Guilty!
guilty.
Hit a gumshoe!
Hit the confetti.
Oh, wait.
Sakura petals! Not confetti.
Hit it, Gumshoe's great
But it was
great great
actually-
great
it was
great great
actually-
grandfather.
It was actually Hosonaga who cut out paper to look like sakura petals.
Oh, I will accept that.
This court is now adjourned.
Thank God. Court is
Yay.
adjourned. Leave my room.
You know, I'm gonna say, I think Kozunaga. I really think Kozunaga is the gumshoe of this game.
Oh yeah, he's like
Yes, yes.
22nd of November, 2:46 p.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, defendant's antechamber
I
side.
it.
I said it.
There's a person in the basement.
Hell yeah.
Signature 1 me 0. Okay, never mind. I can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened. I made it. I defended myself and made it through that horrendous trial.
Ryunosuke,
Uh,
you finally pulled it off. Congratulations.
Thanks, boyfriend.
Mwah.
I already did.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you.
I
Thank
don't
you,
want
Kazuma.
Charlie running out.
Just imagine Ryo crying.
You have it.
Thank you.
On the counter.
I'm so happy.
No, it was a pleasure to watch you at work. So, you owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place on Yume Street, on Yume University Street. Don't forget.
This is Daddy. Who was Daddy? Mikotoba.
RJ.
Oh yeah. Good afternoon.
Sato.
All your hard work has certainly paid off.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Is Koga?
Yeah.
I could tell
I'm
from
here.
the high-pitched beep.
Congratulations to the both of you, proving Naruhodo-san's innocence.
Is Dad not here?
Ah, our trusty judicial assistant. You worked hard for that result too, you know.
Oh no, I didn't do anything.
Thank you so much! If we hadn't had the research report of Miss Pretz, I don't know how things would have turned out.
Your kind words should really be for my father. I was simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate.
Your father? Oh, yes, of course. Professor Daddy? Sorry.
Forgive me for intruding on
Sweet daddy.
proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotaba, Judicial Assistant to the Defense.
Oh, yeah, people really cannot with her name. It's really funny to me.
Ugh.
Susato.
I
Isn't
just,
Kotoba a word?
Mikotoba. Yeah,
Mikotoba.
Zato Mikotoba, yeah.
Mikotoba. It's not you. It's not. It's Mikotoba. It's not. You don't put the. There isn't really a lot of emphasis in Japanese. That's another thing that makes it so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Mikotoba, now here he is. Okay.
Ah, there you are. I believe congratulations are in order.
No, it's Hasanaga.
What do you think about my daughter's impression of me? It's pretty good, huh?
Naruhodo, you did an excellent job.
Thank you, Professor.
Oh no, it is I who should be thanking you. After all, your efforts exposed the true criminal that took the life of my good friend.
Good friend. Oh, yes, you mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yuma University, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Professor Mikotoba studied overseas himself. Went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain.
Oh,
forensic?
Presumably, that's when you met Dr. Wilson.
Exactly. In those days, we worked together in the same hospital.
Oh, you worked together.
Never heard you mention that before.
Well, it was a long time ago now. Besides... It's your turn, Asogi. Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world.
Pingus Pongus.
In
Yeah.
science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course, in law.
Yunosuke. Ah, yes, Professor Daddy. Hey! I'm the only one you can call Daddy. Yunosuke, yamete Daddy, please. Stop. Save me.
Watch and learn, my boy. See what's happening in the world's largest melted pot.
I will. I'll learn all that I can. I swear on this, the spirit of the Asogi clan.
You're not taking that sword to Great Britain, are you? He's a sword guy.
Of course I am.
you... I remember the stupid post that like the counter sort of piece to horse girls is sword guys. But unlike horse girls, you don't need to own more than one sword to be a sword guy. If you own a sword, you're a sword guy. So Asogi is a sword guy.
A Japanese man's katana is his soul. This blade shows me where I need to go. And cuts down anything that's in my way.
Bah! Yeah, I've definitely seen how sharp it is already with my own eyes. Sweat!
That reminds me, what's happened to the woman? To Giselle Brett, I mean. After all, she's guilty of murder.
Ah, yes, her. It's not easy to tell you this, but...
What do you mean? Surely she's going to face trial herself now. She's the true culprit after all. Nope. Fucking politics.
She will be leaving Japan in the very near future. For Shanghai.
Technically every guy can be considered a sword guy. No. What? Shanghai? What is she doing there?
Giselle Brett will not appear in court again in this country. I'm certain of that.
What? But why not? This is Judge. RJ.
That's not Judge. That's not...
Is it
that's
Susie then?
It's not
It's
Judge.
Susie.
I think it's...
Okay,
yeah.
this is Susie. Let's go. Yeah, it's probably Susie then.
No.
Or Hosonaga.
It's Hosonaga, I think. It's
Yes.
another
Yes.
girl who
No,
actually-
yeah, it's Hosonaga.
Ah, yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I know that like all of these people appear, just not when. Inspector
Yeah.
Hosonaga.
It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom today. Very impressive to watch. I must congratulate...
But what's it all about consular jurisdiction? That we can't try her.
We cannot try this particular foreigner for her crimes here in Japan.
What? We can't try her? But then who? Who's going to bring her to justice?
A British consular court will hear her case, somewhere far away where her voices can't be heard.
Why a consular court?
Professor, I simply don't understand. I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now that we signed the friendship treaty.
That's such a weird name.
Yeah.
Yes. In normal circumstances, you're right.
Then, so long as this is not a serious incident of a highly political nature to our respective governments, they can't invoke a consular court just like that.
Oh. Can't they?
Yes, she's a student. That doesn't justify our governments making secret agreements about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on.
So Miss Brett can't be held accountable for her actions here in Japan.
I'm afraid that for the young student, today's trial was something more than a game all along. There is never any danger of comeuppance for her.
I don't believe it.
British government Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded that we hand over custody of Miss Brett. They're obviously taking the case of a foreign student committing murder very seriously.
But it's all going to change from now on. We can make it change. This is a time of great turmoil. This new era, heralded by the start of the 20th century. One day I have no doubts that women will receive the judgment. That woman will receive the judgment she deserves.
Yes, change is coming, and we are the ones driving it.
Though, I think that's enough seriousness for now. This evening calls for a celebratory drink.
A professor?
You're right. This is no time for gloomy faces. We should be celebrating Ryunosuke's not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun.
Are we sure the woman ate an otter? Because she's one slippery bugger. Yeah.
Heh.
Heh. Let's get crunk!
In that case, might I suggest La Carnival? As the head waiter, I should be delighted to provide you with the ample food and drink.
I don't know if that's the you're a detective, Hosonaga-san, aren't you? I'm also a waiter!
Let's not worry about details for now. To La Carnival, will you accompany us, Professor?
Of course! La Carnival's food is second to none!
Cole,
It's a Cougs.
Yeah, I got it. I shall go and attend to the paperwork for Naruhodo-san's release.
she's a minor, she can't go drinking with us.
She's gotta get the apple juice.
She's 16!
So you get apple juice!
She's younger than Maya!
She's gotta get that apple juice.
Yeah. Oh yes, thank you. She's such a good little grill. So Giselle Brett won't be tried here. I suppose that means I'll never know. I'll never find out why she killed Dr. Wilson.
Mysteries.
Kazuma.
Yes, Ryunosuke?
I just wanted to say thanks again, that's all. You really saved my skin today.
I didn't do a thing. You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? That defense was all your own work.
Your skills made the difference, though. One day, I bet you'll be the best lawyer in the world.
I'm not so sure
Yeah,
about that.
boyfriend.
Mhm.
To be honest, something kept occurring to me over and over again during that trial. I couldn't help thinking that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer, not me.
What? Come on, be serious.
If I help you today, it was only right at the very start of the trial. You have a natural talent for it, for being a defense lawyer, I mean.
Susie is stuck at the 4 kids table with them jelly-filled donuts.
Huh?
Ah! Oh no, not me. All that tense verbal combat, I never want to go through that ever again. I did what you told me to do, that's all. Because I knew I could trust you.
That's the point.
Gay,
Sorry?
gay, homosexual, gay!
Gay, home of sexuals, da-da-da. Sorry? What do you mean, that's the point?
Listen, Ryunosuke. Do you know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs to to win?
Knowledge of the law?
No, the ability to believe.
Ahsoka's like, I hate my life. I have lost the ability to believe. Like, he's like, you have that and I don't. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Ahsoka's just like, I've given up on life. I hate this. To believe?
College,
Believe what?
college was all for nothing. I just needed to believe.
Yeah.
Defense lawyer has to fight for his clients. Has to believe in them at all times.
Like you believed in me when I said I didn't do it. See, you have the power to believe.
I'm human, just like you. I don't have some superhuman ability to know the truth. But you have to make a choice about what to believe in and stick to it when you're defending someone. Sometimes in the courtroom, you can really be backed into a corner. But being able to remain faithful to what you chose to believe in even then, well, that's not something anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person.
Believing in your client.
Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with precious little real experience, but you never stop believing in me.
Well,
You face seemingly hopeless situations time and again, but you never stop looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it, through your own efforts, and because you never stopped believing in me.
thanks, Kazuma. Stop looking at me with those sad eyes, please.
There's something I want to ask you, actually. Ryunosuke?
I swear to God.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
It's
yes.
a favor, really.
Anything.
Something very
Anything.
important to me.
I will do anything for you.
It sounds serious. What is?
Guess I'll be top tonight.
Oh my.
Ah, you're still here, are you?
Oh, Inspector Hosonaga.
I've arranged some rickshaw for us. Let's go.
Thank you. We'll be right there.
Stop making such complicated faces at me, Asogi. No, tell me!
Let's pick up this conversation again later.
Shakes him. I want to hear it now.
No,
You should be
will tell me
celebrating right now, or your first court victory.
No, tell me now. And your study tour to Great Britain. Don't forget.
Ah, yes, that too.
So my very first trial came to an end. Ah, so Kazuma, Professor Mikotoba, Sato-san, who acted as my assistant, Inspector Hosonaga, who didn't really play much of a part, but still. It was because of the help and support of all these people that I managed to get through that trial. Hosonaga, who didn't really do shit, but more importantly, Kazuma hadn't yet managed to ask his favor of me. Little did I realize just how much it would change my life. Stop being so ominous!
The boys are at Herlock
Yeah, now we know who's gonna be
Defense debut.
debut. Oh, can you see? You guys can see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's because it's kind of weird. The game doesn't have true full screen. It only has borderless window.
Yeah.
So
no, but,
I think that's why.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Since it's
we're
not
gonna
full screen,
I know
yeah.
we don't have, but I think we can just start and then we'll see when people are too tired to keep going. 'Cause we'll...
I do have to leave right now, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, bye, Teppy.
Bye.
Boy, thank
Yeah,
you.
Tepe.
All right. The
I might
adventure-
go and get some water.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
should we
this
take
place.
should we take a short break then?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just take a short break to get refreshments. See you in a few minutes.
I'm good.
Yeah, alright, we're back.
We'll go the extra mile today.
Yeah, we'll
Hello.
go the extra mile today. Argo had to go to sleep. Good boy, he gets up early. So we're just gonna start playing, and then just see if we can get to, like, a good place. We're finally gonna meet the great detective. Ain't that a coinkydink? The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band.
狭い部屋の片隅、深い闇の中でホームズと私は息を潜めて待っていた。やがて通気口からシューシューと低くうなるような音が聞こえてきた。その瞬間、突然ホームズが飛び出して闇の一点をステッキで鋭く打ち据えた。見たかワトソン。ホームズの張り詰めた声が空気を震わす。私がランプの遮光板を上げると、部屋の情景がぼんやり浮かび上がった。ホームズは部屋の隅を睨みつけて私に向かってつぶやくように言った。被害者が死の間際に言い残したまだらの紐という謎の言葉。その恐ろしい正体こそがこいつだったのだよ、ワトソン。そこには巨大な毒蛇が牙をむき、威嚇するようにとぐろを巻いていた。それは世にも恐ろしいまだらの紐だった。
I love these little setups.
I love how you can tell that they were saying Holmes and Watson in Japanese.
I'm bored. Okay, next dinner. I'm bored to stream Buddha. Yeah! Sorry.
それでは謎解きを始めるとしようか。この奇怪なる殺人事件、その真相をね。失礼。犯行時、扉は内側から缶抜きがかかっていた。缶抜きに再生された痕跡はない。犯行の際、この現場は完全な密室状態だったわけだ。被害者は死の間際にメッセージを残したようだ。ここに落ちているインクを使って書いたと考えられる。ロシア語。どうやら被害者はロシア人ということか。文字に全く乱れは感じられない。被害者は相当意志が強かったのだろう。見たことのない妙な文字だな。筆跡はこのメッセージとは明らかに違う。 いや、これはむしろ人種が違うと断言してもいいかもしれない。
Please stop.
札を貼ったのは犯行時間の直前、被害者自身だったようだな。ほう、これはこれは。一体貴様は何なんだ。好き勝手しやがって。
そうです。海洋警察が到着するまで現場に手を触れず待つべきだ。
その必要はない。どうやら今から5秒以内に諸君を犯人に紹介できそうだ。バカを言うな。殺人現場だぞ。しかも奇怪な密室殺人だ。それでは密室の謎、その封印を解くとしましょうか。
まさかその中に犯人が。
一体君は何者なのだ。
僕は
大英帝国が世界の名探偵なのです。シャーロック・ホームズ。もしかして知らないとか。
He checked the door.
He's just sleeping. Snore. Killer? Me? I wonder who.
What's she talking about?
My head is throbbing. What's going on? Something's not right here. There's trouble in the air. Wow, what a nice little room. Big old trunk. Wait, I can't move! Ah!
Yeah, you're
What's up?
tough boy.
Why am I in handcuffs? Oh, this is... I think it's... Sherlock.
So you wake up now? I don't think it is.
It might be
I know.
Susie. Or maybe it's one of the two guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the guys.
Should RJ?
I guess.
Okay. You can just do it.
We had to drag you out of the wardrobe. I do not believe how you cannot wake up. You're a true-blooded man.
Cold-blooded man.
I did say that.
You... You found me then.
Duh, we found you. And now you pay. Criminal! How long are you hiding in that tiny wardrobe,
Sorry.
Now you have been found. It is time to admit your crimes. Unless you want to find out how cold the ocean is,
No, I'll tell you everything. Is this Homusu? Or
No,
Susie?
that's Susie.
Okay, let's go
Yeah.
with Susie. Tippy?
No,
Teppy's not here.
should be left.
Koga then. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot.
There's
I
one thing
didn't.
I'd like to know from you.
I didn't notice which one of you had left. I'm very sorry.
No, it's a Tippy, that's okay.
Isn't that?
Why did you do it? Why did you take his life?
Susie, who are we? Who? Mr. Sato. Wait, what did you just say? Take his life? Where is he? Where's Kazuma?
Bro, he fucking did, dude.
God, he got fucking meowed.
He did get meowed.
Ha! You pretend you do not know. You are a wolf in the sheep's pelt.
No.
You are the killer. Do not try to make excuses.
Sorry. What? No! Give him back!
Kazuma-sama's body was discovered not long ago.
Give him back! Give him back!
Never gets any easier.
Here, in this very cabin, that was bolted shut from the inside.
His body?
Sorry, I was drinking.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Please.
Go get them wawas.
Do not try to tell us you were doing this terrible thing in your sleep.
Kazuma's dead? What? He can't be! And these handcuffs. Surely you don't think I...
I have to know. Why did you take Kazuma-sama's life? Answer me, please.
No. No! Oh god, poor boy.
Yes! No!
Rip.
Kazuma. It was just 2 short weeks ago. No. Are you sure about this? Won't we get in trouble?
Did you find it fun being a stowaway? Besides, how else could you come to England with me to study?
He's like, I have to bring my boys home. It's really something else when they brought your luggage in here earlier, though. The way that Russian crewman just tossed your traveling case into the floor. I thought I was gonna die!
Yes, I still can't quite believe that.
He got a big suitcase just so he could take his boyfriend.
He did.
I really didn't think you'd be able to fit inside my trunk.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
You must be even less of a man than you look. Wow.
Gotta get those wawas, which is why Mina cried right away. She could get all her wawas out of the way. Look, I'm just like, I know when they start on that speech, it's like, where is he? Obviously he's dead. Like, come on. Hey, honestly, I thought I'd broken every bone in my body.
But you didn't.
Well, it's about 50 days until we dock in Great Britain. But if you confine yourself to my cabin here, I don't expect anyone will discover you.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Ugh, I hope not. I get the feeling those Russians wouldn't be very forgiving of a stowaway.
They're a sturdy bunch, that's for sure.
What I want to know is, why do we need to keep it a secret from the young lady?
From our faithful judicial assistant Mikotova, do you mean?
From your close friend, more to the point. Surely we could confide in her, couldn't we? I don't believe she'd give me away.
No, but if she knew what we'd done, that would make her guilty by association.
True.
It's best that only you and I know about this.
Get ready for me to say Asogi every 5 minutes from now on, till the end. Just be like,
Asogi.
London is so cool. Asogi would have loved to see it! I suppose so. That's gonna be me.
Anyway, it's about the time that the steward is supposed to come and clean the cabin.
Into the closet!
I know it's cramped, but you better get in there, I think. Won't be for long. And anyway, compared to hiding inside my traveling case, it'll be a breeze.
Yes, but what if the steward decides to open the wardrobe for some reason? He'll be in for it.
Stop worrying. I'll tell you what. Why don't you write "keep out" or something on this piece of paper?
What?
What?
Then I can stick it over the wardrobe doors once you're inside.
I don't know. Oh. We've only been at sea for about 15 days. How could this have happened? We were supposed to be going on this adventure to England together. Now I'm all alone!
We leave you at next port. Stay quiet until then. Don't make more trouble for yourself.
Looks like it's dead silent. You know who else is dead silent? Asogi. Will you leave me alone? Why are you bullying me?
My boyfriend.
Murderer!
No, I'm not a murderer.
Da, you said before. You said you admit everything about your crimes.
No, that's not right. I mean, yes, I did stow away on the ship, but murdering my best friend?
No one else could have done it. Admit the truth.
I think it was a snake. It's a subtle son. Like, literally, Sherlock was just like, Clearly he was Russian. And Susie didn't say anything. Susie!
Yeah.
Sato-san.
Kazuma was full of
Tell me what
secrets.
happened. I need to know.
Very well. But there is something I would like to ask of you too.
Those eyes. Looks like she's ready to destroy me. This nightmare's getting worse by the minute. I suppose all I can do is try to find out what really happened. Yeah, let's ask. What? Except that he really has been killed, hasn't he? This isn't just a bad dream. And these handcuffs. They think I did it? They think I'm Kazuma's killer?
When they found him, the cabin was locked from the inside.
What do you mean? Wait, one does not simply disagree with that, Detective. True.
No.
Lucy was just like, oh my god, it's the famous Sherlock Holmes. Better shut up.
There's no access to the cabin via the porthole window, and the bolt on the door can't be operated from outside. In other words, after the crime, the culprit couldn't have escaped these four walls.
What?
Or, to put it another way, the culprit can only have been somebody inside this cabin.
If you look at that statue over on the bookshelf, I think he's suspicious.
He's on the suspect.
Yeah.
Or do you have some other explanation?
That's a good question.
Good questiones.
Yeah, good questione indeed. This is impossible. How did he die then? What happened exactly?
Are you still going to deny the charge, even despite the circumstances?
Please, Sato-san, you have to tell me.
Cause of death is still undetermined.
I don't know how he died.
Ship's doctor is examining the body, but of course he has no post-mortem analysis experience.
Oh my god, imagine just being a poor ship doctor and you're like, a dude is dead! You have to find out how!
Yeah,
I
the
don't know
guy's
how
like,
to do
well,
it.
the guy's definitely dead.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
has stopped living.
It's like, looks very
It's very
unalive
cold.
to me. Definitely looks dead to me!
His eyes are closed.
Yeah.
I don't suppose we shall learn more until an expert has been consulted at our next port of call.
I think my favorite thing about this was like my friend like I played it. I can't believe I don't think I played it with her, but either we watched it together or something. But when we were like at this point in the game, she was just like, I refuse to accept it, and she just did not accept it for the rest of the game. This is like no
Denial.
Yeah, it was so funny. It was like whenever there was something like, oh, poor Sogi, I miss him so much. She was like, no! It was so good. So presumably that means there were no obvious external signs of injury then. Like the denial was hard on that one, wow.
That's true, yes.
It's like, I didn't rip his head off myself! So
How'd you know his head was ripped off?
Fuck! Fuck! Can't anyone tell me what actually happened here in this cabin? I don't understand it. Why would anyone want to kill Kazuma?
Presumably that's something you know the answer to better than anyone.
He was too cool to live.
Whatever you say, you were here in the cabin after all.
Well, yes, I was, but...
I was dead asleep, mind you.
Yeah.
He would always wake before dawn and do his training first thing in the morning.
Yeah, he's that kind of guy.
I was waiting outside his cabin as I have every day so far on this voyage. But this morning, he did not come. I could sense that he wouldn't.
Does that mean He was already dead when Sato-san arrived at the cabin door, I wonder.
I knocked, but there was no reply. Then I started to become worried, so I went to find a member of the crew.
To be fair, if Mia could come back, why not Asogi? Spirit
Wait!
bullshit! Let's go!
The crew of course opened the cabin door, and when we managed to get inside, there was Kazuma-sama collapsed on the floor.
Asogi! No, he's just white tape. And the white tape there now shows exactly where he was found, I suppose. I had no idea anything had happened. I must have been asleep in the wardrobe somehow.
You live in the wardrobe. I wish it wasn't the case, but that's very hard to believe.
This is all very hard to believe for me too. Trust me.
I've told you everything that I know. So it's my turn to ask you a question.
Yes, alright. Oh, my head feels so heavy. It's so throbbing like anything.
Stowaway. Why are you even here on board this ship, Naruhodo-san? You said something before about being a stowaway, didn't you?
Oh, yes. I'm afraid that's true. It's 2 weeks since we left Japan now, and I've been shut up in this cabin the entire time.
I had no idea. But how did you have occupied Kazuma-sama's cabin for so long without him noticing?
He's gonna get sick. He needs some sunlight.
Yeah. No. That would have been impossible, obviously.
Yes, of course.
Kazuma invited me. He wanted us to go to England together.
Boyfriends go on boy trips together.
Boyfriends
He
be
asked
boyfriends.
you? But why?
I'm afraid I don't really know the
Why?
reason myself. Why?
Why?
I don't really know the reason myself.
But why?
I don't understand.
He's like, I'll tell you tomorrow. Dies! Kazuma, why do you want this? What's the real reason? What phrasing, please? Why go to such extreme lengths to smuggle me to England with you?
'Cause I love you.
Stop making those eyes! Please! I'm sorry.
It's an idea that's been on my mind ever since the end of the incredible trial. I think I told you then, didn't I? That you ought to become a lawyer yourself.
Well, yes, I did say that. You did say that, but I didn't think it was serious. That's what he's like, I never
You have a
joke.
talent for it. I can assure you of that.
It's like, I'm legally unable to make jokes. Can only be serious.
A little bit
I actually save, so I have like some folders for like DGS and AA stuff and stuff. And I saved one in like the Asorio section that's like one of those, you know, one of those meme pictures of like ship. And it was just them, and I just saved, and now it's just in that folder forever.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. I think it was like.
But I've never really thought about becoming.
Oh, that's me. Yeah.
Sorry.
I think it was something like a pure cinnamon bun and angry dude, like hot tempered dude, and I was like, God damn it. Like, I think it's funny because like the first impression you get of Asogi is that he's very chill, right? But as soon as you get into the courtroom, he's just yelling left and right, and it's so funny to me. He's such a petty asshole, and I love it. Good old Asogi. I'm sorry. I'll get over it eventually.
Eventually.
It's like every time I get to
She
this part.
won't.
No, it's like every time I get to this
We
part,
all
the
won't.
wound just gets reopened. But I've never really thought about becoming a lawyer.
Well, that's something you can decide for yourself. London is at the spearhead of cultural development, the center of the world in many ways. There can't be any harm in seeing such an important place with your own eyes, can there?
Well, no, definitely not.
But on a personal level, if we were to become a lawyer, then...
Say it, please! And what?
Nothing. Forget it.
You lying bastard.
Nice!
I want to just shake it out of him. But it's too late now!
Why the fucking lying? I gotta stop lying. Kazuma-sama is... He is always saying the same thing. He wanted to change the Japanese legal system. Perhaps he thought that he could do that with you.
Yes, maybe. But something's still bothering me a little. The look in his eyes, then. It's darker than I have ever seen it before.
Those eyes.
So again, his dark secret like went to the grave with him. He had no friend to talk to. I'm sorry. Sato-san. I'm sorry that we kept it a secret from you. My stowing away on this ship, I mean.
I know Kazuma-sama. I can accept he was trying to protect me. To avoid me becoming guilty of association.
That's exactly right, yes. Word perfect, in fact.
You're not a culprit, then tell me.
Good old Asugi, he didn't even get to become Ulto. Shut up!
Shut
up! But Yunosuke, but why is your headband constantly wavering in the breeze without the breeze? Kazuma, I'll tell you tomorrow, dice. Yunosuke, damn it! I'll never learn the secret of the perpetual wind tech. Never.
Never. What happened last night here in this cabin? What the fuck should I know?
Well, the thing is, I don't really remember.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Kazuma brought me something to eat, just like he always did. And then I got myself into that wardrobe over there, just like I always did. After that, I...
Fell asleep?
Well, yeah.
So deeply that you couldn't even stir when Kazuma-sama was killed?
Well, yes. That's sussy as fuck, though. I mean, it has to be the truth, right? But... Have we established that he's like a deep sleeper? Because I know that some people won't wake for anything, but... That sounds unbelievable. Sometimes. Really, I do. But it's the truth. If only I'd woken up, then perhaps I wouldn't be in this predicament. And for some reason, my head's still throbbing like anything.
Really?
Is something wrong?
Oh, no, it's... Please, forget it.
Sato-san, you have to believe me. I didn't do it.
I really don't want to doubt you. But the trouble is, there's no one else who could possibly have done this. He vented!
He vented! Kazuma, I don't understand. Why? Why did this have to happen? Ugh, I can't take this! But yeah, like... Susie, just one question. Do you think I could have written wardrobe?
No.
No?
No. Oh. You don't know liquor Russian.
Yeah. She said, don't try to go anywhere.
Don't try to go anywhere. You're the perpetrator of this crime. You can't leave. I can't allow that to happen.
I'm sorry. But Kazuma was killed right under my nose here, and I didn't do anything to stop it. Now I'm supposed to just sit around? My hands tied while whoever did this walks free? No! Can't allow that to happen.
Well, what do you propose to do then?
I'm going to investigate. I'm going to find out exactly what happened here. I'm going to work out who took Kasuma's life, and how and why they did it. I'm sorry, but you're going to have to excuse me.
Oh.
Yeah! I'm so sad for you. I'm gonna miss the toe. What the?
Oh.
Yeah, it's so good.
So, Susato takedown.
Stop playing his theme! God damn it. Susato what? What martial art form is that?
I'm going to need you to prove it.
Sorry? Prove it?
Yes, your innocence. I need evidence.
But how am I supposed to?
Have you forgotten already what you just achieved a few weeks ago? You successfully defended yourself in a court of law.
DGS, where case 1 and case 2 is the same goddamn thing! Ah, I see. He's expecting me to present some conclusive evidence. I have to get Sato-san to believe me. I'll show her some evidence right now that proves I'm not the guilty of this awful— Oh, right, this stupid thing. Yeah, actually, how could I have put that back on?
Yeah.
Like,
Kazuma would have to put it on.
yeah, exactly. Tell me, when I was discovered in the wardrobe before, was this piece of paper stuck over the doors?
Oh, yes, it was. I remember clearly.
I thought so. Kazuma always put it in place whenever I went to sleep in there. Just in case the cabin steward or another crew member decided to look inside. So, naturally, he did the same last night as well.
Yes, of course. The gentleman who discovered you peeled that sign from the wardrobe doors before he opened them.
But if I were truly the culprit, I couldn't have climbed back inside the wardrobe and stuck this on the outside of the doors on my own.
Yes, that's quite true.
In other words, it's impossible that I killed Kazuma. Unless you're telling me a dead body just reanimated itself to do that.
Probably. Well, even if you are sprawled helplessly on the floor.
That's my favorite part about this. He didn't get up before doing this.
I can see why Kazuma-sama thought so highly of you.
Whose fault is it that I'm stuck on the floor, huh, lady? Thank you, Sato-san. Now, do you think perhaps you could help me up? Please?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, sure.
Well, in the light of that evidence, I don't see any reason why I should stop you from investigating in here after all.
Thank you. So you finally believe me?
I'm sorry. No.
What?
I'm not sure yet. I can't rule out the possibility that you used some sort of conjuring trick to put the sign back in position.
Look, Susato.
This
is not Detective Conan. We're fine.
You said the forbidden words.
What does she think I am?
Debbie is shaking in her boots.
Yeah. Conan is like somewhere in Japan in the future. Conan vibrates. Magic.
For now, I suggest you investigate as thoroughly as possible here. We'll do the same.
Alright, let's get to work, Sato-san.
So, misunderstand me. I still have my doubts.
Right side on being on the floor, he could see any he could see if any of the women around him have guns up their skirts. God damn it. God damn it.
God
I mean,
damn it.
If they can't determine why he's dead, he probably wasn't shot. Maybe someone else was shot. Oh.
I shall be watching you to make sure nothing that might disturb the crime scene. I wouldn't want you to use your conjuring tricks to destroy evidence, for example.
Right.
Bitch!
Well, anyway, I should make a start on investigating in here. Examine everything I can. Kazuma, I swear, I will avenge your death!
Vengeance!
This seems like a nice spot,
Yeah.
just in case.
Okay. It's fine, I'll just cry. Okay,
Cry in the corner.
Okay, let it out.
I think it's a good time to like end it here for now. Great news, right? Woohoo! Love it, love that for us. With that being said, thank you so much. We will be back again on Sunday for some more
Sunday
TGS.
fun day!
Yeah, because I might have to do something on Saturday that is quite important. So
Okay.
we decided to move it, and it'll be great. I hope you guys will join me for some more stuff this week. I have last window tomorrow. Maybe Knossia Wednesday. I'm not quite sure. Momo said maybe, so. First day we are finishing World's End Club, and then on Sunday we'll be back with TGS again. Yeah, so I hope to see you guys for any of that.
Woo.
And with that said, I will be seeing you guys tomorrow. Oyasumi na!
Oyasumi na!
Yasumina.
Samina.